Would have helped if I actually turned the volume on, wouldn't it? Anyway, hello. We're gonna finish Stardew Valley today. At least the first year. Afterwards, I'm going to be doing a lot more grinding off screen. We won't be seeing the full seasons, but I'm going to be finishing off the year, and then tomorrow I still don't know if I'm going to stream or not. I have the idea of doing a stream tomorrow for Slime Rancher again because I've done more research, and I think I need to do at least one more stream before I go. That way I could get like a bunch of grinding in. But we'll see. We'll see. I've got it in my head that I'm going to be streaming tomorrow. It'll be like the same time I normally do. It's just going to be a Saturday stream. So it's a little bit different. Good morning, Mr. Gnomesy. I came by to ask you a favor since you're such a kind neighbor. You see, I'm trying to train my goats to say hello, but they simply won't pay attention to me unless I have their favorite treat, cave carrots. So, since I'm scared of the mines, I thought, well, maybe you could bring me a cave carrot when you have the chance. There's no pressure, but if you want to, just swing by my house between 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. with a cave carrot. You'll make an old girl very happy. Bye. Okay, so we gotta go get a cave carrot for her. Figured I'd give you this recipe I had laying around. Try not to burn it. Fried eel. So we got this quest, and I was going to do this quest, but apparently a lot of the forageables in wintertime don't count. So I don't know if we're going to be able to succeed. I don't know. We'll still try. But when I'm not taking care of animals, I like to experiment in the kitchen. Since we've become friends, I'd like to share this recipe with you. I hope you like it. It's the pale broth. Pale broth is actually a really good recipe, though. Gnomesy, this recipe of mine won first place in a cooking competition. I hope you like it. Thanks for being a friend. Fried calamari. Just got a whole bunch of stuff. I'm just curious. Has any of this actually counted? No, none of this is counting for anything. I just got 3 right here and they don't count. So I may have messed up picking this one. I may have messed up picking this one. At least I know now. Now will I remember it? I'm not sure. But I guess better to learn now than to never learn at all. Or something like that. I don't know. I'm sure there's a saying. So we'll just save that for a different year, I guess. We'll save it for a different year. Because I am still trying to find the Squid Kid ink. And I can get it from, like, other places. Actually, it just hit me. It just hit me how I could get Squid Kid stuff. And I have a chance to do it. Like, a lot earlier than I am hoping. Okay. I was trying to remember yesterday how to get Squid Kid, like, stuff. But now I remember it. Now I remember it. And we're going to have to empty out this pond to do it. We're going to have to empty out this pond. Because I've been debating on what to do with that pond anyway. But we're going to empty it out. We're going to put the fish up. And then if we go to the ocean, there's some squid I got already. We're going to raise squid. I think this is how you do it. Got 16 of those. But you raise squid. And sometimes instead of roe, they give you ink. I think that's how it works out. Anyway, so you do get aged roe from that. But I don't know if it's really worth it. I don't know if it's really worth it to just do about 15 of those. Like, we could, Baby chick hatch. This is an accidental chick that I put into the thing. I'm just gonna call it cell tag because I'm not keeping it. I'm not keeping it. I'm sorry, buddy. It's a little brown hen too. I'm trying to get the. Thank you. Thank you. I wanted the food. Like we'll still love it like our own, but eventually it's gonna be going back home to a different place. It's going to a different coop. I'll probably wait till it's grown up. We're gonna pretend we're gonna pretend it's going to a different coop. I don't actually know what's going to happen to it. Listen, I know a lot of people like to pretend that we're just rehoming it when you sell it. But I live in the countryside. I know how this works. I know what happens usually even after you rehome it. But but anyway, just gonna sell all these. All right. And I think I'll sell these. I'll sell the bigger ones. I do want to make sure that I have. Okay, I do have one of these. I'm just going to keep one for next year's fall festival, and then I'm going to sell the rest. That's the plan. I don't remember what I had planned today, so I'm just going to do. Let's see. I haven't given anything to Sebastian or Lewis or Shane or Pierre. Sebastian, Lewis, Shane, or Pierre. I can attempt to give them something. While I'm on the way. But I think today will be a mining day because I don't remember what I had planned to do today. And I really do want that squid kid ink. And I don't know how long it's going to take for me to get that. I'd prefer to get it sooner rather than later. Prefer to get it sooner. So I'm just going to go deliver a couple of gifts. And then we'll go to the mines. Because I have been trying to befriend everybody. I'll be doing that more on screen than off. It'll be more the other stuff that I'm doing off screen. And I'm mostly saving my money for right now because I want to make sure I have enough money to like get some stuff set up for next year's like season. That's what I want to focus on. I want to focus on the next year's like crops and everything. We might buy a few things after spring starts, but it'll be more after spring starts. I did want to buy one thing off of Robin. Did I actually befriend Robin? Okay, I did give her gifts today. So, there is one thing I want to buy off of Robin. And I'm going to go and quickly grab some stuff real quick. Let me see. Sebastian. Okay, he does have 2 hearts, so I can give it to him at the house before I go into the mines. Okay. I just wanted to check. I'm going to get this. And I want to try and build at least one of every building. At least from Robin's shop. I don't know. I don't know if I can do all of like the other stuff. I don't know how long this game is going to last. But I want to do at least Robin's items and stuff like that. So, we'll see. We'll see how long this game lasts. But there's one item I've been missing. And honestly, we don't really need it. But I figured at this point we might as well buy it. Like we don't really need a well, but I want to put it down somewhere. You know what I mean? I forgot to go check on Sebastian. Give me just a second. Oh, good thing I did. Oh, hey, give me a sec. You wear your scarf inside? It must be cold in this basement. He told me to stay put. Oh, hey, it's the guy from Harvest Moon up at the top. I love that game. Okay, sorry about that. I just needed to finish what I was working on. I mean, I like more of the older stuff. There's a couple of the newer ones that I like, but hmm, I mean, he might not like us asking, but he might find it weird that we're talking about the decor too. So I don't know this one. I don't know which one's better. I'm gonna ask him about what he's working on. I do freelance work as a programmer. Knows the instant messages from Sam. I guess he wants to hang out. You know, you could. We're old enough to know what an email is. I don't really feel like going out today. Oh, hi, Numsy. Sebby. I know you don't like it when I come in here, but I ran into Abigail at the store. She said she was looking for you. Sebby. Did you tell her I'm working? I did, but she said she'd probably stop by anyway. No one takes my job seriously. No one ever bothers Maru when she's working at the clinic. Does everyone think I'm just surfing the web all day? I ask him what he wants to, why he doesn't want to see his friend. Ask him about his career goals. It seems like he really wants people to like talk about his programming job. Well, I'm trying to save up so I can move out of here. Probably to the city or something. You know, if I'd gone to college, I'd probably be making six figures right now, but I just don't want to be part of that corporate rat race, you know? Yeah, I get that. Well, and I guess I just feel more comfortable hiding behind the computer than dealing with people face to face. I get that too. Although here I am talking to the internet. Well, I should get back to work. I need to get this module finished by tomorrow. I do feel like it's a I don't know. I'm a little unsure about that for myself actually. But I'm gonna give them this, and then we're going to go to the mines, and then I'll probably just start rattling on about that because I don't want to forget and accidentally go to like floor one. Also, I brought this, and I nearly died last time. I nearly died because I used the wrong sword. So I'm gonna use a different sword today. You're gonna use a different sword. I don't know why I keep. I know why I keep it in my pocket, but like I don't know why I keep forgetting to put it back up. I don't even know why I brought the axe here with me today, but it's here. Okay, we're gonna go. I said floor 90 was probably the best. Okay, I don't know if it's easier to be online versus offline. I feel like they're both kind of something that you have to learn. Like if you are mostly online and you're in online spaces a lot, then it's probably a lot easier to do that than socialize. But if you spend most of your time talking and interacting with people offline, then going online probably feels weird. I don't really necessarily agree with the whole it's easier to talk on the internet because I feel like some people just have issues talking in general. Like there was a long time where I was just like a ooh, I got a Monster Slayer goal. I think that was the crabs. But for a long time I thought I was better on the internet too until I actually like started going out and talking to people more, and then I realized wow, I just really suck at communicating in general. Cause I started realizing that yeah, I hung out with a lot of people online and stuff like that, but I mostly just talked after they said something. I rarely ever said anything about myself, and I don't really feel like that's proper communication. I don't like if the every food is a sandwich, salad, or soup. Okay, hi, pasta parade. That's an interesting start. I mean, you're not. I mean, I guess you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I'm trying to think of one that counters that. I can't think of any right off the top of my head. But it's nice to see you pass the parade. Lovely to see you. I hope you're having a good day. God, you're now making me think of food. Uh, I I'm actually thinking now. I mean, even juice could be considered soup. Um, it's just a very runny one. But I was talking about like, well, if I could get out of this, I gotta stop for a minute and like kill things. But I was talking about like communication and how like sometimes I think talking online on the internet doesn't necessarily mean that you have an easier time talking on the internet. It means that you have an easier time not saying things at all. Because that was kind of my experience, because it was a lot easier to like answer things to other people. God, I am about to die. I didn't bring food. Okay, it's fine. I found some good things by looking in the garbage cans on lucky days. Sometimes you'll find the dish of the day behind the saloon, usually fresh. For desserts, I'll check the Molnar's cans for cookies. For treasures, check the cans by the blacksmith and museum. Alright. I'm assuming that was Linus, but it didn't actually say it was from Linus. But like, I thought I did better talking online on the internet until I realized I really didn't do that much talking about my own personal stuff. I really just more recounted stuff that other people were saying. And it wasn't until like I really started getting out there that I realized, oh wait, I really struggle to like express my own needs and talk about things that I'm interested in. And I mean, I still kind of do that. I still kind of do that. I'm not gonna lie. And like even on like streaming and stuff, sometimes I catch myself and I'm just like, I know what I want to say, but sometimes I feel like there's almost like a separation between my mouth and my brain, and so sometimes I just struggle. Sometimes I just struggle, and I don't really know what to say. Sometimes I struggle, and I really don't know what to say. I'm gonna go back because we're gonna go to floor 95. I'm gonna grab some food real quick. I'm looking for a squid kid, by the way, because I need one of these. Like I could try to go for this, but I'm trying to get the squid ink instead because I feel like that's easier. Because I've already got the roe. I've already got some roe. I just need that. So I'm just gonna take it with me in case we get like another like awful floor that's full of monsters. But I'm not gonna eat it if I don't have to. This is more just a precaution. But like sometimes I'll come on here and I'll. Okay, well I didn't realize that was a guy. Didn't realize that was a little guy. But I still struggle sometimes, and I don't really always know what to say. And I don't even think it's necessarily that I'm boring. It's just sometimes I struggle to really think of what to say or what to do. And especially when new people come in. I'm just kind of like I don't know what to say. Like I've literally like listen, can I be brutally honest here? When I first started dating Core, I would literally look up questions online and then ask her about that. I just ask her the questions online because I really had zero idea how to like build a relationship and like do anything. And She was really into it. She thought it was really fun and stuff like that. But yeah, I had no idea what I was doing when I when I first started dating my partner Core. I had zero idea. I still don't know what I'm doing half the time when it comes to social interaction. It's very easy for me to talk like out into the abyss, but the moment somebody comes in, I can immediately feel myself like kind of just like physically jumping and stuff like that. I'm sorry, did I? Oh yeah, I did. I did skip this. Listen, I got too invested in my talk and talking about like my past experience with dating. I mean, I must have done pretty good because I'm still with Core. It's been 2 years now. Actually, yeah, I guess it's closer to 2 years than one now. Um, since we started dating. Now I live with them. So I must have done something good. And I do hang out with a lot of people in real life too. It's just that sometimes it's still like difficult for me to really figure out how to start a conversation. It's really easy for me to follow a conversation. Following a conversation is easy because it's the other person that's saying most of the stuff. But when I'm the one that has to start the conversation, I struggle a lot. I nearly forgot to put a couple of things up. Just give me a second. I'm gonna take most of that with me too. But it's very difficult for me to like go be the one that initiates a conversation. That's the thing I struggle with more than anything. And it's kind of weird that I wanted to go into streaming, but even if the streaming thing doesn't really pan out, I kind of was hoping to get like some experience doing this. I kind of thought it would be a nice way to kind of learn how to interact with people more, and I'm trying to do it more offline too. But like I I almost sometimes feel like it's harder on the internet to be that open and honest. Like I feel for some people it's like very easy to be open and honest or just say anything because you feel like, well, this is the internet. It doesn't nothing you say or do here really matters. And for me, my brain is the total opposite. My brain is like everything that I say and do here is going to matter. If I say something wrong, if I say something wrong, people will find me 30 years down the line, even if I've changed to like 30 different accounts. Like if I've jumped accounts 20 different times, somebody will still find me. You know, it's just like I don't know. Maybe I'm a little paranoid by that. And I don't. It's not even that I think I'm saying bad stuff or anything like that. I'm just constantly like nervous. I do have a lot of anxiety of how like people perceive me, and like it's kind of funny because like I keep telling myself that I don't care. I clearly care, at least to a degree. I don't really care if, for certain people on how they view me, but like there's a lot of people where I'm just like I kind of don't want you to see me in a weird light. I kind of don't want you to be disappointed in me. So I don't know. Maybe I am overreacting to a lot of this, but I feel like the more I do this, maybe the easier it'll get and more comfortable I get. Listen, I've literally spent like God, 30 minutes typing up a text before. I've spent no, I actually spent like almost an entire day trying to come up with a single post before. I like I can't even joke about that. I spent an entire afternoon trying to figure out the proper way to say something because I was so scared that I was going to say something that would get people mad. And so, like, I was trying to figure out how to be as soft and gentle about it as possible. And I did so many revisions of that post. And I was just like, I don't need to do this. I don't need to care. Like even when I was typing this, like I don't need to do this. I could just ignore it. I could just. But I wanted to say something, and I thought maybe if I said something for the first time, I'd feel better about it. It wasn't something on here. It was like it was like something more on like a thing that my family and friends could see. So maybe that was the problem. Maybe that was the problem. Maybe it was more me being worried about what my family and friends would think at that time. But I know there's been times where I've wanted to post stuff on like Twitter and stuff, and I'm just like, do I really need to talk about this? Is this a conversation that's really worth it? Do I really need to put in my 2 cents, or am I just going to make it worse for myself later on? So just I think way too gosh darn much. 2 maple syrup. All right, I can do that. Whoop, I could actually get it out here. No, I don't want to drink it. I don't want to. Listen, I don't know anybody who drinks maple syrup, but that actually sounds insane. Like drinking it just straight like that. Who's drinking it straight from the jar? I genuinely want to meet you. I genuinely want to meet you if you do this. I'm fascinated if this is a thing. But then again, I don't think I've had like proper maple syrup. I've had like the like things that are classified as like maple syrup, but then it's not actually maple syrup. Yay, poverty. Anyway, so we're gonna do a foraging day today because it's the 20th. I I need to put my hard candy in my mouth again. I've been dealing with allergies, so my throat's been a little bit of a mess. It's mostly just been in my throat, but if I don't keep something in my mouth, then my throat will really get messed up. So I've been doing sort of good over the last few days. Listen, the main reason I am streaming this week and haven't taken a break is because I'm going to be gone for the next 2 weeks, and it's I had to skip Monday. I had to skip Monday this week, and I really didn't want to do that. You know what? We'll go to the beach first. I had to skip Monday because of how bad my allergies were. And I was just like, I'm going to try. And I probably shouldn't have tried because I've had to pause a lot. And like, it's, listen, listen, anybody who has allergies understands just how garbage it is because it's like, you don't really feel bad. You don't really feel bad, but every so often you'll just get like hit with a urge to cough or like a sneezing fit or something. Like 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 there's a few days at the beginning where you feel like absolute shit. And then the rest of it is just like, well, I feel fine, but every so often I have a bad spell, and that bad spell annoys the heck out of me, but I want to keep doing I want to go back to doing stuff. I want to go back to doing the stuff I was doing before, and I can't because of the cough. Anyway, that's just been how I've been feeling lately. Like I feel like my stuff has been kind of not not necessarily bad, but I've definitely been under a lot more duress, a lot more anxiety because I've been coughing so much. And it's not, and again, it's not even that I feel bad. It's just like every so often it will hit me. And there's been a couple of times I've had to befriend the trash can, but uh, afterwards I feel fine. Even beforehand I feel fine, and that's why I even stream. And then I start to stream, and then it's like, nope, no, you're not. No, you're not. Anyway, um, I've talked about it before. I'm just gonna reiterate it again. because I just feel like the need to reiterate it. My schedule's going to change next year. The rest of this year is going to be a little bit weird. I have nothing planned for Halloween because I'm not going to be here for Halloween. I don't have anything special planned for like Christmas either. I'm mostly just doing a bunch of stuff until listen. I'm not going to be here for Christmas either, so I'm just kind of doing things more casually. I don't know what other games I'm going to be playing. This was really meant to be my first year where I just really learn a bit more about streaming and just get used to the experience. And next year I plan on doing a little bit more. Next year I plan on doing a little bit more. Kind of planning things out ahead because I really did not plan ahead for like holidays and stuff. Like I probably picked the worst time to start working as a streamer, but I wanted to stream. So and I'm not even talking about the whole like Twitch not getting as many views and stuff like that because I know that's a whole thing going on right there. Um, but I'm more talking about like all the holidays popping up just like very soon after I started because I only started in like was it July or August? Either way, I haven't been streaming very long, and then the holidays kicked up, and I'm like, I'm not prepared. I'm not prepared for any of this, but I'm wanting to prepare some more stuff, and I I have been redoing my lore a little bit. I don't want to talk too much about my lore because um I'm redoing a lot of it actually. But I can talk about it a little bit here. I can talk about it a little bit here. Um, so I created Gnomesy as like a spin-off character for something else I was working on. Cause listen, I haven't done it a lot since I started streaming. Cause I've been focusing on all this other stuff. But I do like to write. I do like to write, and so sometimes I will write stuff, and I have been I've been planning out some concepts for a story, but I was struggling with some aspects of it. I was struggling with some aspects of the story that I was writing, and Gnomesy came from that. Gnomesy came from that. Gnomesy was created as a way for me to explore that part of the story that I was struggling with. But now there's been a few other additions, and I need to kind of I'm not just like planning out like Gnomesy's story. I'm also planning out like this little like universe and stuff. And listen, I don't know if I'll even like ever. I have a bad habit of like planning out these big things and then never actually writing them. But this is the first one I've been really invested in years, and so I really want to try and get as much out of it as possible. So I really want to be a little bit more careful with like plotting out the lore and stuff. But yeah, this I I keep debating on how I want to really utilize Gnomesy as a character. I feel like it's going to be like the one of my favorite anime growing up was a show called Yu Yu Hakusho, and I remember in the manga, I believe it was, he suggested that the entire thing was like a fake show, kind of like how like Mario does, like it's all an act, and the stages and everything are all just a play, and actually Bowser and everybody actually get along pretty well. You know, especially like for like Super Mario Land 3 and stuff, it's all just imaginary and everybody actually gets along and they're totally fine. It's all just like a little story and everybody's playing an act. I remember Yu Yu Hakusho did something similar to that, and every single one of the characters, it was just like a single like little chapter. I don't even know if it was in the in the manga. I don't think they even put it in the manga. I'm not entirely sure. It's been so long since I've seen it, and I kind of feel Gnomesy is going to be like that, where like the person that you see on the stream is a little bit different than like they're still the same person, but the lore is going to be a lot different than the person that you see. And I feel like that's kind of how VTubers are in general. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like that's how VTubers are in general. but there's certain aspects of like Gnomesy stories that I can't replicate in real life for obvious reasons. But for a lot of it, there is some similarities. It's almost like I'm writing a biography, but kind of in reverse. It's kind of it's. Listen, I have ideas. It's kind of weird to. It's kind of weird to explain. But I feel like the lore will be a little bit different than like the character that you see like playing the streams and stuff. Cause I just like that. Like I listen, I don't even think I would have the money to do this kind of stuff. So I don't know how much like my lore is really going to impact all this. But it would be my dream to really just like have a bunch of videos and do like almost like a storytelling thing with like Gnomesy. Like that would be the dream, just to have like a storytelling thing or like a little not necessarily show, but like having the lore videos be like just a whole bunch of world building with a whole bunch of characters and stuff like that and a bunch of OCs. Like that would be the dream. I don't know if I could pull up. Listen, I can't afford that right now, but it would be nice if that was a possibility in the future. That would be where I want to go. But for right now, I'm more focused on like the whoop. Hi Shane. I'm more focused on the whole like building up a streamer identity first. Up late, huh? Here, have a cold one. Ugh, life. You ever feel like no matter what you do, you're gonna fail? God, that's a mood. Like you're stuck in some miserable abyss and you're so deep you can't even see the light of day? I just feel like no matter how hard I try, I'm not strong enough to climb out of that hole. Oh wow, that actually healed me? Fast drinker, huh? Man after my own heart. Just don't make it a habit. You still got a future ahead of you. Well, my liver's begging me to stop. Better call it a night. See you around, Numsy. I like that this one doesn't actually have you talk to him. You're just listening to him. Listen, as somebody who has been, listen, not the alcoholism, not the alcoholism. I'm not a big drinker. I bought like a little 6 pack and then I forgot about him. Okay, so I'm not that big into drinking. I have the alcohol effect, don't I? Yeah, I'm a little tipsy. Okay, but like as somebody who has been in that headspace before, I kind of appreciate the fact that it's just like, hey, you don't need to answer any questions here. You just need to listen to them. You just need to listen to them. Because sometimes when you're in a bad headspace like this, it doesn't matter what you say. You just really need to like vent it out. Like having somebody talk to you. Listen, listen. As much as like lots of people say, like all that positive stuff, sometimes the positivity can be kind of irritating. So sometimes, listen, I'm not saying that they're wrong for being like it's always going to be the what's some things I've heard. There's always a rainbow after the storm and stuff like that. You know, all that little positivity things, silver lining in every cloud, those sort of things. I'm not saying that they're wrong, but sometimes if you're in a bad headspace, you don't really need to hear that. You kind of need to hear that sort of stuff when you're feeling better. And unfortunately for some people, it might take a while to get to that headspace. So sometimes they're not really even when they are feeling better. It's hard for them to really accept. that it's going to be getting better. They're just so used to everything not working out and everything failing them around them that it's hard for them to see like anything positive. So I know I don't even know if like Concerned Ape was even thinking about that, but like as somebody with like mental health issues and who's been around like mentally ill people in social work and like psychology and stuff like that, I really appreciate it. Greetings, it's I. Oh wait, why am I reading this? Why am I reading this now after all this time? We got pumpkin pie. Gnomesy, how are you doing? Hope the winter hasn't been too hard on you. Anyway, I'm writing to ask if you have some hardwood. I need about 10 pieces if you got it. If not, no worries. Take care. I think I do. So Marnie wants a cave carrot. Robin wants 10 pieces of hardwood. Let me just go ahead and grab those things. At least that. Today will be a... Oh, I need some tears too. Okay. Today will be a socializing day. It's Sunday again, so everything's been reset, I believe. Yes. Okay. Okay. So we'll do some socializing today. I feel like there was something else I wanted to add. Oh, hey, we're getting carrots now, so we're preparing for spring. So I want to get, is it just a single cave carrot? Okay. And then 2 of these. Felt like there was something extra that I wanted to add to that conversation before. Oh, it wasn't really the conversation. Okay, that's where I was getting confused at. I wanted to talk more, and you know what? I could use the blobfish roll. I could use that. I think you only have 1 space, so I kind of have to see how fast the blobfish roll spawns. But we could use that. I wanted to talk a little bit more about my character Gnomesy, and I just realized the blobfish wants tears. Anyway, I I talk a lot about mental health. I'm not a professional, by the way. I did try to go into the mental health field, and that's why I kind of talk about it a lot. Part of my experience is from actually it's more from being on the mental health side as a client rather than actually being somebody who knows a lot about the field and has actually gotten like any sort of like degree or anything. The highest I've gotten is an associate's degree for human services. So I'm definitely not an expert in this field, but I do like talking about mental health and talking about mental health issues. And I often talk about a lot of the stuff that I dealt with as somebody who has struggled with mental health most of my life. And I kind of want to use Gnomesy to talk about that. Now, I don't know how deep I want to go into that, but it'll be probably some intense stuff at some point. Uh, but I feel like sometimes the lore might be darker than the stuff that you see on here. I'm not even entirely sure about that, but like a lot of this is just me reading over what I've been writing and stuff like that. So like right now it just feels like almost like there's this like 2 characters almost, two different people, but eventually it'll be a little bit different. Um, but I mostly just wanted to talk about that, and again not a professional. Like I also mentioned before that I consider my stream to be more like mental health neutral. Like I understand that like a lot of people are going to come in here and they're not going to have the best of days, and I understand that I'm probably not going to have the best of day either. Did I? Okay, I didn't do all these. Okay. It was kind of hard for me to tell if that one would have been watered or not. But I want to try and make a place for people who maybe aren't having the best day, to just chill and relax. And like I don't want people coming in here to just like vent about their problems nonstop. But I also don't feel like I can just say, "Hey, you can't talk about like something really bad happening in your life either." Like as long as you're not like overwhelming the conversation, I'm okay with it. Okay, I've already worded these. But like as long as you're not overwhelming other people's conversations and stuff like that, I don't mind. Like the occasional, "Hey, I've had a bad day. Something happened," and stuff like that. I'm not gonna turn you away. If you're having like a serious issue, I have some things in my about page about where you can find some mental health assistance. So like hotlines and warm lines and like the self harm and suicide lines and stuff like that. So those are there. Listen, I don't know how much I could say without getting tagged. So I'm just being a little bit careful there. But I just want to let people know that that's a thing. Cause there's a lot of like VTubers that like are listen. There's a lot of VTubers that are mentally ill, or at least suggested to be mentally ill. But there's very few that actually go over the whole concept of mental illness. Does that make sense? Oh, you brought the cave carrot. Thank you very much, Mr. Nomsy. Especially ones that incorporate it into like their lore lines. So that's kind of what I want. This looks great. I almost want to eat it myself. Almost. I hope it wasn't too much trouble. I really do appreciate it. Alright. I gotta pause for a minute because I just heard my boyfriend outside. He's gotten some groceries today, so I'm gonna just help him get those in real quick. But I'll be right back, so just give me a little bit. Just give me a little bit. Hello. I'm back. Sorry it took a little bit. I mentioned before that I had allergies, and my boyfriend's also got a bad allergy problem. So we haven't been able to get many groceries this week because both of us have been kind of feeling like shit. And then Cora's just sitting there just like, "I'm fine." But Cora can't drive. Cause they're legally blind. But we haven't been able to get any groceries. So I knew today's grocery run would be pretty big. So I just went in to help out and clear out some stuff. So now we got a lot of food. We're all set. Anyway, we're back. We're back. And I took care of all this. Okay. I said this was going to be a socializing day. I did forget to go get like the extra stuff for socializing. Because I was going to give Marnie something. But I think I'm going to ignore Marnie today. I'm going to ignore the wizard. Do them on a different day. I'm just going to grab some other stuff. I kind of forgot what I needed. Okay. I'm gonna move some of this stuff too. Like I've been keeping them there just because I can, but now I just need to move them out. I don't need this many. Let's see. We'll do that many, and then we'll get a coffee, and then we'll get that, and then we'll take that. And Robin only wants 10 of those. I'm gonna get her an extra one. Getting that from Maru. I don't know what else to really give. You know what? I'm gonna give Cliff. What's his name? Shoot, I wanted to call him Cliff. Clint. Clint. I'm gonna give Clint that. Just seeing what else. We're running out of leaks, so we might have to stop befriending George for a bit. That's okay, because they don't die on this game. The old people get to live. Grape for Vincent. This for Haley. And blueberry for Lewis. Oh, I don't have anything planted. I really got scattered, didn't I? Okay. I mean, it wasn't too scattered. Just I had a bunch of stuff to do at once. Just a little bit of an issue. All right. So I want to also get a few things up here. So this. I mean, I could give that to Clint instead. I've got a lot of these. You know what? I think I will do that. I'm just gonna put that over here. You know what? I'm gonna do even better than that. And let me just smelt the rest of this. All right. Sits up here. Sits up here. Might as well. Still can't befriend the dwarf, which is a shame. But there's one other character we haven't met yet that we can't befriend, so I'm not too bothered. Okay, he's not here. I bet he's in his room. Yep, he's playing pilot. And he's a little busy. He's a little busy. So we're just gonna go on. We probably aren't going to get like every single person. That's okay. That's totally fine. Hey. Oh, she accidentally threw away her drawings. Well, that sucks. Okay, they're not here. Oh, it's Sunday. Yes, yes, of course. So there's a bunch of them in here. Yoba and all that. Okay. She wants to hire a maid and a chef. You know what? I feel that. I feel that. At least a maid. Like as somebody who also cannot drive, I would really appreciate a driver. Personally. Like I do not want to have to depend on like somebody else I can pay for it. I mean, I kind of have to depend on boyfriend, but that's more out of necessity. It'd be nice to just have a paid chauffeur just all around the neighborhood, anywhere I needed to go. Okay, they haven't posted another thing on the bulletin board yet. It'll probably be tomorrow. Emily's probably at work. Oh, never mind. I figured you'd be gone. Okay, well, we made this in Mad last time. How she's got 3 hearts, so we must have not made her too mad. Guess she's a little soon. Okay, I don't see Vincent. I don't know where Vincent would be. Again, I'm not worried about Marnie, but I'm just checking for Leo real quick. Cause she's right here. Yeah, okay. And if I really talk about any topic right now, I'm going to forget what I'm doing. So just try to pay me no heed for a little bit. If it just seems I'm a little distracted, it's not because I don't have anything to say. It's just more I need to focus in a little bit. I th I think most gamers understand. You gotta lock in every so often. You gotta lock in. Well, Clint is. Hey, I took a little guess to see if somebody was in here, and I was right. He wants me to tell Marnie that he says hi. Gee, I wonder why. Did I have to? Okay, I just had to bring 10 pieces. It didn't matter when and where. Alright. I just wanted to make sure of that. Where is Shane? Did he? Oh, he might not even be here. He might be at home. I think today's his day to babysit, Jazz. That's alright. We'll take care of some of these people tomorrow. Or a different day. Don't matter. There's Evelyn. Telling us to make some soup. Alex ain't here. I have to come back anyway, so I'm just gonna put this up here. I'm assuming Alex is leaving the bathhouse at this point. Might be slowly coming back. Where's Robin? That's who I want to find. She's probably outside. Alright. Well, I'm gonna talk to this one. Snowgoon. But he had to get rid of it. I don't really get it. I don't see why you get so mad. Also, Mr. Environmentalist just told me to get as much wood as I wanted. Wood and stone. I feel like that's a horrible thing to say. Sorry if it smells weird in here. It's my husband's bizarre science project. Just give me a second. Give me a second. Hang on. I got my mic on. That was my partner. My partner came in, brought me some food. That was cool. They wanted to go ahead and cook dinner. Cause they were, well, one of them was hungry. The other one was getting ready for a nap. So they just decided to cook. All right. I'll probably eat a little bit in my next break. But that'll be a little while off. Okay, so Alex is here. Good. You know, oh, perfect. I figured he wouldn't be at the bar. He wants me to leave him alone. I can't leave you alone. I forgot that I got this for Marnie. Was it very productive today? Were you a little too busy with something else? A little too busy? Maybe? Okay, so Clint and Sam. I don't think Sam's here. No, but he'll be at work tomorrow. Vid said I missed too. That's alright. We got most of them. We got most of them. That's nice. And listen, we're gonna probably do the wizard tomorrow, and then we'll just wait for a foraging day to give him the last gift. Like, no rush for the wizard. Like, we could just set it up so that we only give him a gift on foraging days too. Like, let's see, how friendly are we with the wizard? 2. Okay, there is a place that unlocks. I don't know if it's at 2 or 4 after you befriend him. So that's what we're kind of working on. But we don't really need to worry about it too much because it's mostly for like cosmetics and stuff like that, and like ease of access to, I think, a different place. But we have to beat the game to get it. I could be wrong about that. I could be wrong. I'm gonna check out the pathways and the fencing. I kind of need to get rid of this top line of stuff, but let's see, 7 days. Okay. I think tomorrow will be the last day we put seeds out. I'm even going to put the seeds in my pocket. I think tomorrow will be the last day. We're not going to be able to do Pierre's produce unless there's an actual like miracle. But I'm gonna get some stone. I'm gonna get to 999. I'm gonna go around. But tomorrow will be the last day for seeds, and then we can start moving all this stuff around. Cause I have an idea of where I want to put things. And this will probably be the area that I put the slime hutch in. I don't know how big I'm gonna make it, but I'm gonna have some trees around it too. I really don't need to do anything tonight. So I know one of the things that I need. I'm just gonna show off some of the stuff that I'm gonna do when I am offline for next year. I'm gonna be doing a lot of clay farming. And it might not be here at the farm, but this is kind of an idea of what I'm going to be doing. Just trying to get the biggest patch of land possible and just tilling it. So this is just a little idea of what I'm going to be experiencing. Well, I don't think I can. Yeah, I don't think if you untill it and then till it again, it'll give you anything. But this is mostly what I'm going to be doing, along with the mining and maybe a little bit of extra fishing. But it kind of depends on if we've caught all the fish in that certain time frame. If we're still missing a fish or two, I'll have to be a little bit more careful about where I fish. But yeah, this is basically it. This is how you get clay. I think you can also trade for it, and I don't think Clint sells it either. I don't think Clint sells it. So like this is like the best way to get clay. And I know there's like one thing that I saw, and I was just like, I kind of want that for my pathway. And this is gonna be how I do it. This is assuming I even do this like offline. You know what? I don't even need to deal with you. Let me see. Just gonna grab that. I do like that we got a little plant out of doing all that. That's cute. That is cute. Well, I put some stuff up that I didn't mean to. What was it? What was it that I put up? Sam and his cola. And then an earth crystal, right? That was what I put up? Yeah, I remember. Hey, look! I've got a brain! And it's functioning today. My brain is actually functioning. It's a miracle. Alright. I just wanted to get in here before midnight. Alright. I accidentally hit my mic. I wanted to make sure it was still working. Not that I've had that experience or anything before. But anyway. We could do some fishing today. Like, I got the fish that I need for this. Not the crab pot, this one. And I'm really just trying to wait for level 10 of the fishing thing so I can start the crab pots. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of mad that I wasted the fertilizer, but I'm glad I wasted, like, the smaller variety of fertilizer. So, at least there is, like, a little bit of a, like, bright side to this. There's only 7 days. I don't trust it. So instead, I'm just gonna plant this. Just gonna plant this. Okay. And then I'll make a few more. I won't water the 2 empty spots. Just yet. I wanna see if I can get a few more things made first. Want to make sure I get some things made. How's the squids doing? Okay, there's 2 of them in there. So that's good. Everything's going good in here. Okay. Alright. But this is the last day that we're going to actually plant anything. The very last day. Did that one chicken grow up? Okay, it did. Okay, good. I gotta find it. Jazzy Bell. Sell tag. I'm gonna sell it. Bye. Nothing personal. I don't really need you though. You don't really make a lot of money off selling your critters. I see that. Okay, I don't need to milk the goat. Milk the goat. I don't know what that is. I don't know if I want to know what I just said. But either way. I did forget to put the eggs up. So we'll go ahead and put the eggs up too. When we get done. I gotta put this up too. But we got a lot of money. There is a thing that requires me to get a lot of cash. So I'm probably going to use some of the money on that. It's that, the desert bus. Yeah, the 25K is going to be a pain in the butt. I was kind of hoping to finish it before the end of the year, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. Well, we'll see. I am going to... Let's see. We got 26 of those. I'm going to sell all this. And these. Because I don't really need the rest. And then I'm going to plant these. Let me see what else we've got. And that's it. That's it. That's the only seeds we'll plant. That's all we're going to do. The rest of these seeds go over here. That's it. So now we can finally start working on stuff before the end of this season. And I want to get something for the wizard real quick. So, I'm not going to be going around to everybody's today. I plan on doing some fishing. I might grab a few sturgeons. Because we don't have a lot of sturgeons. Let me see. I actually need to add a little bit more bait to my inventory. We've already got 5. But I wanted to add a little bit more. I just don't want to overindulge. I mean, we could try to think. I don't know if fishing for squid will guarantee me a chance of catching squid ink. I don't know if we could get squid week. Squid week. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know if we could get Oh my god. I don't think we're going to get squid ink if we just fish in the ocean. I almost want to try, though. I almost want to try and see if it'll work. Almost. So we might do that. I think what we'll do is today we'll do fishing. Tomorrow we'll go into the mines again. And then we'll do the foraging day. I accidentally hit my mic. And I feel like we'll just kind of cycle through those things. Unless we reach level 10 or something, and then I'm just going to focus in on the other things. It could be that we reach level 10 and something when I'm off stream. I don't know. Bug guts. 100 pieces of bone. 100 pieces of bone. Give me a second. How much is that monster musk? How much does it take to make monster musk? Batwing and slime. See, the bug thing is not hard. Even the skeleton one ain't hard. I'm gonna do it for Gunther. And we've got 7 days. Well, shoot, I guess I've just decided what I'm gonna be doing today. I mean, I could skip today and then do it tomorrow. Because that's my proper mining day. And then we could use all the monster musk we got. I feel like that might be better. Just seeing if the kids are here. They're not. Okay. Fitz is probably at home. I'm going to have to run home to him. Give him a little something. Give him a little treat. Sam in here. There he is. So let's see if we can find Vincent, and then we'll head on up. Or over? No, I wanted to do squid fishing. So it's kind of okay if I... It's kind of okay if I take my time a little bit. Whoop. Oh, sweet. Kind of phased through the plants there. Whoop. Hey, what do you think you're doing? That's private property. Sam? I'm sorry, sir. The youth these days, sometimes I wonder if this town isn't doomed. They were probably saying that about you when you were young. You saw what happened, Gnomesy. What do you have to say about this? You're right, Sam. You're right, sir. Sam should have respected private property. Don't blame Sam. There's nowhere else for him to ride. I'm staying out of this. I mean, I don't think Haley and Emily would actually care that much as long as he wasn't damaging it. Haley would have probably told him to do a flip. I'm gonna stay out of this. Alright. I'll let it slide this time, Sam, but I don't want to see you doing this anymore. Got it? Yes, sir. Did you see that trick, though? That was rad. Yeah, it was pretty rad. You know, I don't think I really know the answers to any of these. I mean, that one was probably like join Sam's sides, be a rebel, but like, I didn't really like being a rebel. They're both valid. There isn't really any other place for Sam to do his stuff. But he also shouldn't be using using other people's property like that either, I guess. But is this the only thing I need to give to Gunther? No, there is other stuff. All right. Oh, I got 2 of them. Well, good to know if Gunther needs a second axe. If he needs to chop some wood or anything, he's got 2 axes to pick from now. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do, like... Well, we're going to donate these. I think I need 60 of everything donated. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 25. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Yeah, definitely not enough. Like we're getting close. I'm gonna have to I also have to buy a pizza for Sam. But we're gonna do that a little bit later. I forgot. I was gonna buy pizza for Sam because he's my little special guy that I have to befriend for the event. But we're gonna go into the mines for a little bit. We're gonna quit about 6-ish and then go fishing. And also get a pizza for Sam. So I'm gonna go to floor 70 and we're gonna beat up some skeletons, okay? That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna beat up some skeletons. I don't know. Not you. Not you. Not you. I mean, yeah, you're technically a skeleton, but you're not the skeleton I'm looking for. I'm looking for these guys. I'm looking for these guys. Let's go ahead and go this way. If I find stuff, I'll get it, but for the most part, I'm just worried about getting skeletons. I just want to murder and maim a bunch of skeletons. I just want your bones. You know, there's a lot of skeletons in this mine. Like, weirdly, a lot of skeletons. It'd be wild if there was, like, some sort of hidden graveyard or something. Like, I don't know. I mean, it's just kind of weird. Where did these skeletons come from? Just saying. Kind of morbid if you really think about it. I'm just imagining. Listen, every time I see, like, skeletons in game, my brain immediately is just like, okay, I know they're probably based off of real life skeletons, but wouldn't it be funny if it was actually just like an abandoned, like one of those like plastics factories nearby, and they just happen to be working on a bunch of skeletons, like kind of like those things that you use for like shooting and stuff, like the resins with the skeleton molds inside of them. Wouldn't it be funny if these were just possessed versions of those? Like I know it's kind of stupid, but that's what I always think. I'm just like, ah, the plastic skeleton factory has fallen apart again. No, I don't know. Maybe that's dumb, but I just always imagined that, and I always kind of giggle to myself. And industry kind of fell apart because of all the The plastics in the industry. Nobody wants plastic skeletons anymore. Oh my god, it's just... No, I just realized. It could be just Spirit Halloween. Just a Spirit Halloween closed down nearby, and so the skeletons are all just like possessed mannequins from like their Halloween section. Just the Halloween skeleton rack. They're just like, well, I need a skeleton. Sees the abandoned Spirit Halloween. That'll do. That'll do. Anyway, that's funny. That's funny. I'm now just gonna pitch it. It's JoJo Mart. JoJo Mart was actually trying to create like a holiday themed thing here. Just some mass produced like holiday themed stuff, and then they quit working on it. Anyway, we're gonna quit that. Give me just a second. I need to get a new candy and cough a little bit. Listen, the more I'm thinking about it, the whole all skeletons are actually made of plastic. All fantasy skeletons that are like animatronic and stuff like that being made of plastic is actually such a very fun like a modern day trope for like fantasy and stuff like that. Because have you seen some of the skeletons they've made over the years? Somebody made a skeleton of a pineapple. There's a skeleton of a snail and an octopus and stuff like that. Like you could get so freaking creative with that. You could get so creative. You could just literally have like an abandoned spirit at Halloween and be attacked with all sorts of skeletons of just anything. Just anything. Even things that don't have bones, like pineapples and snails. It's so funny. Let's sit on this side for once. Hello, Gnomesy. Care to join me? Let me just go ahead and tell you what's on my mind. I have terrible luck with women, Gnomesy. I'm a nice guy if you get to know. Ladies out there, how do you feel about the word nice guy? Anyway, I swear. Yep, even listen, my character is biologically male in this game by accident. He understands. He supports the women. The girls all seem to like you, Gnomesy. Got any tips? Oh no. Oh no, do I have to be the pickup artist? Impress women with your strength and charm. Act crazy, just to keep people guessing. Just act natural, be yourself. Treat women the same as men. Mm, impressing women doesn't mean much if you're a dick. Impressing women doesn't matter much if you're an asshole. It listen, listen. I'm bi pan, alright? There's women who try to impress other women with like their muscles and stuff, alright? It doesn't matter. If you're a dick, women ain't gonna want you. Doesn't matter your gender. Alright? Nobody cares. Like it's impressive, it's a bonus, it's nice. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. They want a decent person. Acting crazy is okay sometimes. Acting crazy is okay sometimes. Because nobody's going to act normal all the time. Nobody's going to act normal all the time. Being a little silly, being a little goofy is fine. Being goofy, being silly, being a dork, listen, I'm right here. I ain't gonna turn down like a silly goofy moment. But if you're acting crazy to the point where like police are involved or like somebody feels like unsafe around you, you're not gonna do anything. helpful. If you're acting crazy to the point that people are like, I don't know if I feel comfortable around this person. I don't know whether anything I say or do with him. I don't know how to interact with him because I don't know what to expect from them. That's not going to help you out. It's not going to help you out in building a long-term relationship. The last two though. The last two. It's easy to say just act natural, be yourself, but let's be honest. Sometimes being yourself doesn't really help. You kind of like you kind of have to impress other people by trying to be a little bit more formal. Like if you're a slob who doesn't do anything at the house and stuff like that, and you act that way in front of other people, they're probably not going to want to be in a relationship with you. You really have to be willing to. And listen, it's this is not me saying you can't enjoy anime or like any not safe for work stuff or anything like that. This is more me talking about like how your personality and the way you feel about yourself and the way you do things around in real life. Like if you hate yourself and you don't think you're attractive or lovable, or you just simply refuse to do like any kind of basic chores, or you're not willing to help out because you feel like what's the point? People are going to see that and they're going to question, well, what are you going to do if I'm in a relationship with you? Are you going to feel that same way towards me? Are you going to treat me the same way if we're in a relationship? Are you not going to help out when I ask you for help? Are you going to just tell me it's pointless? Like nobody's going to be able to like take care of themselves completely all the time. You're always going to have bad days, but if you're not willing to like pick yourself up and try to do a little bit better, even if it's just a little bit, your acting natural could actually be a little bit bad. You kind of have to build yourself up. And then treating women the same as men. I feel like for me personally, as somebody who is genderless, it doesn't really understand some of the things. Listen, there are certain like biological differences. I'm not going to pretend that. Like obviously most women have babies and most men do not. Like biologically, right? And then the rest are infertile, like me. Hi. Uh but but I understand that some women and some men do not like to be treated the same as the opposite gender. It does I don't really like it myself. I don't see the point in like gendering everything personally, but I also grew up with a very gendered code and very gendered rules and I hated it. So for me, I just really hate that aspect. So for me, being treated the same as a guy makes me feel more comfortable. When I'm only treated as a woman, I'm just like, "Oh, you don't really care about me as a person. You just see me as another woman." So I'm going to pick the bottom one cuz that's how I feel. But I could see other people saying just be natural and be yourself. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Let's see. How does this work out? Hi Clint, what can I get for you tonight? Yes. I'll have the big and cheesy with extra sauce, please. Hi Numsy. Thanks Emily for taking my order. Emily, I was wondering. Yes, Clint? Never mind. Hi Shane, here's your beverage. Thanks, Emily. So, how's your shift coming along? It's fine, thanks for asking, Shane. Do you have any new chicken stories for me? I'm doomed. See, Shane actually like treats him like a Shane treats Emily like just a normal person. Doesn't really care if like shit. Do I actually ship Shane and Emily right now? Anyway, but like they're treating him just like a regular person. They don't really care about like the gender or anything. They're just like, hey, how's your shift and stuff like that. But the moment that you like are like labeling them as like male versus female or anything like that, it's just kind of like, Anyway, I forgot we were fishing. I was gonna go back home, but then I remembered I wanted to fish for squid tonight and see if I could get some squid ink. I kind of got distracted for just a little bit. I got a little distracted. Like I listen, I don't know anything about like pickup artists. The only thing I've really heard about pickup artists is like the worst things possible. Like I'm not in that bubble. I don't know like the anything about that world, but like if you're treating women like a different species than you, then you're probably not gonna have any much luck in relationships. Like it's okay if you don't really understand like everything that a woman does, but I would argue, do you understand everything that your bros do? Do you understand everything that your bros are into, or like everything about your bros' life? Like everybody is different. It's just that some of us like a little makeup and dresses and like girly stuff and have like are way more open with our feelings. I mean, I don't feel like I'm more open with my feelings. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel still very locked in to my feelings, but that's more being a still a little embarrassed about crying in front of people. I'm not comfortable with doing that, but still, like the idea of like what one gender being like this and one gender being like this just always like confused me. Even when I was younger, even when I was like being told that like, oh well, you're a girl, you gotta this. Of course you're acting like this, or those are boys. Of course they're acting like that. I'm just like but there's women and men that do the opposite too. Why are we worried about this? Why are we just blaming gender? There's so many other things that can complicate it. So many other things. Anyway, I think I'm gonna quit talking about this. I don't really listen. I mean, I've talked about it on here. I've talked about being a generalist on here, but I don't really label myself as like I don't wear it really. I don't wear my colors that much, and that's more because I'm just used to it in life. Like I live in a rural community, so I'm just kind of used to like keeping it quiet. And I don't feel like I need to like put my gender and identity on everything. But like whenever it pops up, I just talk about it. Like I understand how helpful that can be to some people, and I definitely feel like that is important. Especially considering certain things going on. I think it's helpful to have those kind of conversations. I just don't really feel like I need to like throw labels out there on myself like constantly or anything like that. Like I hope if you enjoy my content then and you didn't know that I was LGBT or that I didn't see myself as a woman, then maybe you'll be like, "Oh, well, I don't care because I still like your content." You know? That's more what I'm interested in. Like I hope we can like each other enough that even when we don't always agree, you'll still enjoy my stuff. I don't know. Maybe I'm sounding a little bit like weird there. I don't think people should be. Well, hang on. Where's Willie? There's Willie. I don't think people should be condemned specifically for being confused about LGBT. I think they I think it's more when they actively go after people. But if you come in and you're just like genuinely confused, I'm not gonna like shame you or anything. Or if you've never like there's a lot of people who just never been around them, or at least not been around people who are public about it. And I feel like there's a whole bunch of things. You know what? I should shut up. I just want people to be comfy. And if you learn something new about yourself, that's all that matters to me. If you learn something new about yourself, or you realize that maybe something that you agreed with before you don't agree with now, that's good. Or maybe you'll never really agree, but at least you can like learn to accept it a little bit better. Oh, all right. So we're gonna get a special thing tomorrow. We're gonna get a void chicken. We're gonna get void chicken. I just realized something is wrong with the bottom of my screen on OBS. Hang on just a second. What's wrong with it? Why is it showing weird? Oh, is it because of stream alerts? Hang on a sec. No. No, it's not because of that. What's causing... There's like a weird line. Okay. I fixed it. I don't know what happened. But I might have to tweak that again. I don't know if you could even tell. But I didn't realize it before because it was so small. Well, I know a couple of recipes. I thought I'd send you one more. Maybe it'll help you mine more ore or something. Take care. Algae soup. Algae soup is really good. Dear Gnomesy, I ordered too much fertilizer for the garden. I bet you can put it to some good use. Take care. Jody. Alright. We got fertilizers now. Alright. Okay, so we are not going to water anything. I mean, we're not going to seed anything. We're not going to plant anything. This is the last harvest of everything. Ooh. And it looks like most of this is already grown. Except you. Okay, so I'm gonna go over here. And we'll do like a little batch, and then we'll do a little bit more later. I'm just gonna hit that one more time. Alright. Just gonna try and make seeds. I'm not planning on actually utilizing them. Let me see how many seeds I already got. So, I can put that up. Got 35. Yeah, I can sell the rest of this stuff. I can sell the rest of this stuff. That's totally fine. We got a shrimpy. Okay, we're going to go to the mines today. We are going to the mines. I'm going to save that for like a thing later. Blobfish roe. Ooh, sturgeon roe. Good. And we're going to try and find the squid kid again. You know what? I think at the end of this season, I might stop doing this and focus on grapes. Because next season, I'll be more worried about other stuff. So, maybe I'll worry about it more then. There's a void egg. Oh, we got our first duck feather, too. Okay, so I want to put the egg right here. So we can get a special chicken. A little cool goth chicken. Little cool goth chicken and a little cool goth egg. I guess it's not really a goth egg because it's got those little red specks. It's more like, what would you call it? I mean, it's goth in the same way Hello Kitty at Hot Topic is goth. Does that make sense? Hello Kitty at Hot Topic. That's the best way of explaining it. Oh dear. Oh dear. I just realized I put OBS in the background. Hang on. Okay, yeah. Got it. I've been looking at Twitch this entire time. I mean, I do look at it every so often. But OBS is the one I usually look at. I just realized I had my hops and stuff too out. That's okay. Let's go over here. I want to put the shrimpy here. Just put our little shrimpy. And we're going to go to the mines. I don't know why I keep the, oh yeah, well I know why I keep the axe out. It's because of the foraging days. We'll do one day in the mine and then I'm going to take a little break. I'm going to nibble a little bit. I don't know why I keep this sword with me. I don't need it. I am going to take that with me. I don't need a lot, really. I'll take one of these as a precaution. And we'll go to floor 95. I'm going to have to start making those, one things again. Those, seed. They're almost like a granola bar. I mean, I could make the bug meat too, but like, let's see. Where are they? These, the field snacks. I could make bug meat too. Do they heal for about the same amount, 45 and 20? 45, that actually helps out more. I'm almost tempted to just eat bug meat. Because, like, I could get a lot of bug meat. I just remembered. I'm getting bones, ain't I? Okay. I completely forgot about that quest line. Okay. Alright, I know what I need to do. I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna get that. And 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now, we might only use one a day. But I need to collect 100 pieces of bone. I completely forgot. The Squid Kid is going to have to wait again. Listen, I could do that offline when I'm grinding, but this is like an actual quest line, so let me just suggest that. And now monsters are going to love me. I'm going to put that in the back so I don't get too invested. I'm going to ignore the rocks. I'll get the iron ore, but nothing bigger than that. So a whole bunch of monsters should spawn in today. More than normally. And we got for 9 hours. That should do me for the rest of the day. I kind of rather save it for these days. Cause like we're gonna have to grind a lot. It's not a matter of how many skeletons we get, it's a matter of how many bones. So we got 3 today. I wouldn't call this like a very hard quest, it's just a lot of like killing the skeletons. Which I have to do for like the guild anyway. Let's see. Staircase? Staircase. There's a staircase. And there's only like a set number of floors that they can spawn on. There's only 10. At least these guys are like weak. Okay. Like I'm more going to be annoyed by the slimes next to them than anything. Because they can slow me down. Okay. Got 10. Like I can't always drop off some of the bone that I have in my house. But I still need to collect 100. Like if it gets to that point and we're right down at the bottom, we're struggling, I could just donate some of the bone that I've got. And then just kill them the rest of the day. That's assuming we need it. We'll see. We are getting a lot of skeletons today, though. Oh, there's a little secret hidden thing. Okay. Let's just keep going. We might have to do Alt 10 and then just reset. Like the mine itself. Just like go backwards. Well, I did the skeleton slaying goal. So there's that. Is there anything up here? No. Okay. I am so glad that there's so many skeletons spawning today. Okay, we've got 21. We need 100. It's only 4 o'clock. Let's just go ahead and go. Okay, I did all that. Okay, got it. I'm gonna try and not do any new goals when I'm grinding, cause like every week we get a new one, right? I'm gonna try and get the ones that are like stuff that we've already done, or at least something similar. So like the bug thing, I probably would do. There was like a bug quest we had the option to pick. I'd probably do that if I wasn't really thinking of it. I don't know. I don't really know how I'm going to do the quest. A lot of Pierre's quests I could do, no problem. If I unlock something, I'll just have to make a note of it and talk about it. That's the only thing I can think of. I wonder what monster musk smells like. Does it just smell like rotten flesh, or... Listen, if we're going back to that whole like spirit Halloween thing I was talking about before, maybe it just smells like plastic. Or maybe like body odor from like a customer. Or it could be like one of those like little cheap fake perfumes that a lot of stores like sample. And they're just like, oh yes, I'm back at the store. I must go produce a sale by any means necessary. I don't know. Listen, I'm just being stupid now. I'm just really obsessed with the idea of a possessed skeleton from spirited Halloween. Just the idea of like a bunch of plastic skeletons from Spirit Halloween going amok. Just really just really seems fun to me. Okay. So we got 36. Okay, we're gonna go backwards now. We're gonna go back to floor 70. If I could get 50 today, I would feel so good. About like not coming back tomorrow. If I could get more than 50, that would be great too, but we'll see. We'll see. I think there's other ways. I think the bone mill will also get you stuff, but it might be this quest line that gives you the bone mill. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure about that. I think there is something that you could use to generate like more stuff. That is like bones. Could be wrong. Could you like go? Could you go to rest? Finally? Probably not. Okay. So we got 40 something. There we go. Any more? How many can we get before 11 o'clock tonight? How many more? Ooh, we got a whole bunch of options. Okay, we got our 50. We're still going to stay till about 11. That way I can max this out. Also, think I forgot to go to the quarry yesterday, so I'm going to take care of that. Like, when we go foraging tomorrow. So tomorrow will be like a pure foraging day. We might, like, skip out on socializing for a bit because of, like, all the stuff that we're doing in the mines. Like, it doesn't seem like it's going to take so long. Listen, I have been looking for this monster musk recipe forever. So I'm just really grateful to finally, like, get a hold of it. Because it's going to make grinding so much easier. I just couldn't remember which recipe gave it to me. Which quest line gave it to me, I should say. There's not a thing here. Okay. Well, that's alright, because we still got some monster musk. And we can come back a different day. We can come back a different day. Alright, so... This is, listen, I've been doing so much copper runs. So, like, look how fast it took me to get all this iron. I've only been in, like, 10 floors, technically 15, but I redid some of them. But it did not take nearly as long as, like, me hunting down all that copper. Like, it's so easy to get iron compared to anything else. I'm just seeing... Okay, there was nothing special about any of them. So I just kept I just kept one. I don't think I need to keep... You know what? I'll keep the monster musk here. I'll keep the monster musk here. That way I don't accidentally use it, like, somewhere else. Alright, so I'm gonna stop for a bit. Let's stop for a bit. After we sort this out, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna do some foraging. So which one of these is better? 20 to 30, 20 to 30. You know what? The bone might be a little bit better this time. We're gonna keep the bone sword. The bone sword. Yeah, I know it's late. Alright. So I'll take care of all that. Alright. So I'm going to take a little rest. Just gonna stretch. Maybe eat some of that food that my partner brought me. Just a little bit. Oh. Oh, no. It's waited this long. It's waited this long. And now it finally moved. Okay. Well, it's not in front of the bed yet. So, oh, dear. Okay. I'm taking a break. I'm taking a break. I'm taking a break. Okay? I'll see you in just a little bit. Put on the audio and then immediately yawned. So, like, well, I turned it over to this screen and then yawned. That's why there was a little bit of a delay. Rain was just like, nope, we gotta yawn first. Anyway, I kind of want to see if I could do this all in one go. I don't know if we will. Might have to take one little break around the 26th or 27th. I'm not that good at writing letters. I made one middle bar too many. I thought you might need it. Okay, nice. Tomorrow's the Feast of the Winter Star. Should get a gift for your secret friend Sam. I did not get the gift. I'm glad you reminded me. I got a little bit distracted. It's very easy for me to get distracted and forget. We'll take care of Sam today. So it's like 12:23 right now. My time, anyway. If it takes a little bit longer than like, we'll say 1:15 to finish a couple of days. Somewhere between 1 and 1:15, and we're still working on like day 25 or day 26. I might take a break. And then do the others. I'm gonna wait and finish my food after I'm done because we're so close. But I just kind of want to make sure I get spring done. I mean, some winter. I wanted to get winter done before I ended this week. That way I could do some off screen grinding. That's mostly what I wanted to do. I wanted to do some grinding off screen. And it'll mostly be until I think the first spring festival. Just a little bit of stuff till then. Like, I'm not too worried about birthdays or anything right now. I don't know if I'll ever really be worried about birthdays. Birthdays are good for like giving bonus gifts, but that's really about it. If you're not too worried about like befriending a specific person, it's not that big of a deal. So I'm just gonna use that time to grind. Like, if we happen to see a birthday, then that's great. But I'm just not too worried about it. Not too worried about it. All right. So let's see. I'm gonna have to upgrade this little thing soon. But we could go ahead and start working on stuff. Foraging. So I'm going to start in the forest first. I mostly want to wait and let Gus, like, open up shop. That way I can order the pizza for Sam and his birthday. So I'm kind of doing this a little bit out of order compared to what I usually do. I'm really looking forward to spring, though, and when all the trees start, like, growing again and I can collect wood. Because right now, all I got wood for is, like, the hardwood and the secret woods. Which is a good resource, but there's not much of it. I mean, I could also get it in the mines too, but that's also not really the best resource. I'm, along with everything else, I'm going to try and learn a little bit more about, like, the beehives and stuff. I don't know if I'll really worry about the beehives too much. Like, I probably will just keep them in one spot, cause I don't really worry about flower honey. You get what I mean? Like, that's something I've never really worried about. Like, honey is just like an extra thing that I use to put into the caskets to make mead, rather than to worry about like a specific type of honey. It's not like it actually counts towards anything either. You know what I mean? It's not like you have to ship it. It's not like you have to ship it in order for it to count towards anything. So I'm not too worried about it. I'm not too worried about it. So, but I might attempt a little bit, at least at the start. But I do want to kind of look at it, because it is something I've never explored. That and like slime hatchery in general. Usually I just get it and then like sell the eggs. But I've been ignoring that because there's been like so many other things I've had to worry about. I think I'm gonna also sell off a few things. Like, if we had enough money, we could possibly get the bus station before the spring, because there's a festival that occurs in spring, but I don't think we're going to be able to do it this year. It might be more of a next year's festival thing. That's okay. That's okay. We'll, we'll just experiment. We'll just see. So we're gonna go this way. We're gonna collect everything. Not worried about socializing today. We're just worried about collecting. I'll get that one forgeable when I come back. Okay. And I want to grab some pizza. Some pizza for Sam. Sam's Pizza. Okay, is everything over this way? Apparently. Alright. I mean, makes it easier to deal with. I'm mostly being quiet because I'm just like, pizza. Remember pizza. I just don't want to forget again. And we'll probably won't have enough time to go back into the mines. Pizza. The pizza is over here. I was going to Pierre's for pizza. Anyway, there we go. One single pizza for Sam. Surprisingly cheap. I was expecting it to be higher. Oh, okay. So you're really up here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to circle around. I'm going to circle around. I guess I don't really... I'm trying to figure out how to set that up. Because I won't be fighting any more slimes until I get back home. I'm going to go this way, and then we're going to go behind the house and collect the rest. We're going to go around the house and get the rest. Okay. And then we're going to... Yeah, I could just leave them for right now. These go over here. This pizza goes in here to remind me that I need to deliver a pizza. And then this all gets sold. The books go in here, right? Yeah. I haven't really worried about the bookseller because there's just been so many other things going on. I know he's come around a couple of times. I just don't care. I just don't care. Like I'll get it eventually. But there's been other things on my mind and in my attention today. What the heck do you mean there's something over there? I'm not too worried about it. If I have time tonight, I might go back and get it. But like I'm not too worried about it right now. I don't see any more arrows on the side of my screen. So we're just gonna go ahead and go down. Nothing up here. Alright. I'm hoping there's nothing in that one little spot where the trees are. But considering the tappers are emptied out, I don't think there's anything else. I don't see any arrows over there. Seems like all the arrows are over here. I'll get to that one in a minute. I'm just gonna clear off everything here. I'm just gonna clear off everything I can. And then once we do this, I'll probably run back to the mines just for a little bit, just to grind some skeletons. Not a lot. Well, hey, I got a little cowboy vest. Ain't that cute? Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go over here. Because we got a few hours in the day. We're gonna pop all this stuff in here. I'm gonna need, like, some new chests in here. I almost want to wear that. Almost. I ain't got nothing to match it, though. Okay, we're gonna go get some more iron. I'm just gonna put this all in here for right now. We're gonna get some more skeletons, some more iron. And I know it's like yesterday that we did the skeletons, but we're gonna have to do it again tomorrow. I'm not gonna use the spray tonight because I don't wanna like waste it, basically. It'll only be for a few hours. Ooh, this goes so fast. Listen, I know I brought the wrong sword in here again, but it works. This isn't like the one place, so I'm not too worried. I think I pretty much used the bug sword the entire way through here anyway. First skeleton of the night. Might be the only one for all we know. Yeah, seems to be a slime and bat night. Slime, bat, and ghost. Alright. Okay. There's a couple more. Now, I'm not really worried about the number in my pocket. I'm more worried about trying to get about 75 in the hand. Or a little bit more. Okay, I think I just reached... Yeah, I reached level 10 of the mine. Like, we still gotta reach a lot of XP for the combat. But the mining has maxed out. We're gonna have to kill a lot more things. And I figured that was the case. So when I'm out exploring and doing stuff like behind the scenes, I'm gonna be grinding a lot. And along with like collecting clay and stuff, I'm probably gonna do a lot of like killing monsters in here, grinding the things in that one area. The Adventurers Guild. I know we haven't gone to it yet. And I've mostly just been waiting until we get this part done. That way, if there's anything else that I am missing, I can go ahead and grab it. Okay, well, we got 75 tonight. That's what I wanted. So tomorrow will be easy. Tomorrow will be easy. I'm still going to stay here till about like 12ish. Try to get as much as possible. I might not even want to use the monster stuff because it does take a lot of bat wings, and I don't have a lot of bat wings. So if I could kill a bunch of them tonight, that would be very grateful. I'd be very appreciative of it. Okay, we'll do one more floor. One more quick glance down. And there's... Okay, well, there's more skeletons down here, so I'm glad I came down here. And this is just one of those few days where I'm going to have to do multiple days in a row of the same thing. But I did some foraging today, too, though. So, technically, this is just a bonus thing. Okay. I'll bring my fishing rod tomorrow. Oh, yeah, 84. We might not even need to use the musk. Okay, I'm not going to use the musk tomorrow. But I will bring my fishing rod in case we have some free time, and I might catch some sturgeons or something. Or I might go and hunt some squids. Kind of just depends on the day. The time of day, I mean. Let's go ahead and grab everything. And then let's put this back in here. Anything else I need to take with me? I don't think so. The horse can find its way back. It's not a big deal. I did put this in the wrong spot, but that's okay. That was supposed to stay back at the house. Or back in the mines. We could just return it tomorrow. And put it in the right spot. Alright. Get this all sorted. Get our watering can for in the morning. Oh, yeah, tomorrow is the actual event, ain't it? I'm not going to have time to do anything tomorrow besides the event. Okay. Okay. Well, that's still alright. That's still fine. Chance to find coal doubled. Metal bars worth 50% more. I want the coal. I want the coal. The coal is so gosh darn useful. Oh my god, is that Santa? Is that Santa over there? We found Santa. He's real. He's real. Oh my god. I can't believe it. All right. So we're going to do the festival today. after we take care of everything. I don't think we're going to have time to do anything after the festival tonight. So hey, we do get a little break from the foraging and the mining and stuff. I could... I want to do a little test. I'd like to do a little test. Just a tiny test. Just a little tiny test, because I want to see if I'm right. But we'll deal with it after we get down here, because I feel like we're going to have a pretty long day at the thing. And I think I could go there till about like 12-ish or something like that. Might be till 2. I can't remember the time. So I'm going to do a little experiment. There we go. Alright, we're gonna take care of that too. Trying to do this a little different this time. And I know there's a whole bunch of things around my farm. I don't really care. Because I got other things to worry about. I will put some more seeds here. And then just like leave the rest. Okay. So we'll sell all this. We'll put this up here. Put that up there. We're gonna get the fishing rod out for just a few minutes. Just a few minutes. I probably should take the bait off, but it's okay. I'm curious. Let's see how fast this runs. Probably not that high. Oh, it's slow. It's slow without the bait. Okay. Okay. I want to see if you could get XP just from, like, trash. We'll leave about 10. But I want to collect some trash. Just some trash. Wait, there's an actual fish in here? Wait a minute, wait a minute. When did fish get in here? Every single well, maybe it's because I'm on this area. I know the standard farm. I rarely ever catch. I don't think I've ever caught a fish. When did they start? A sturgeon? Wait, what? I can catch sturgeons here. I can catch sturgeons here on my farm. When did this become a thing? I thought this was the trash place. I didn't know I could fish and actually catch fish here. Is it because I'm so high leveled? You may only get the farm fish if you are at a high enough level, I guess. Okay. I bet if... Oh, you know what? The training rod. I was using the training rod here. I guarantee that was what was going on. Because I would abuse that trick for I would abuse that trick for Linus. I'd abuse the heck out of it for Linus to get all these like extra broken CDs and stuff like that. See, like, you still get a lot of trash here. You still get a lot of trash here. I'm just surprised to see fish too. I'm just surprised to see the fishies. That actually surprised me. Okay, I'm going to stop right there. I learned something today. I learned something very interesting today. Let's see. I put the recyclables in here now. Yes. Okay. Oh, okay. So it basically treats it like mountain fish. Got it. Basically treats them like mountain fish. Alright, well, I'm going to keep this stuff in my pockets because I might fish again later tonight. Depends on how late this thing runs. I do want to go ahead and drop this one thing off. Since we're already up here. But I figured if I get over here by, like, noonish, it should be fine. There we go. It's Christmas in the valley. I'm just looking around to see. I don't know if Linus is here the first year. I know Wizard sometimes spawns. He pops up sometimes, but I don't think Linus pops up. Or well, no, it's the Wizard I'm looking for. It's I need to stop talking so fast. It's the Wizard I'm looking for. I'm just seeing if he's popped up around here somewhere. But I think it's more second year that he pops up, and I'm not even sure about that. See, there's Linus. I join in, but I don't think I'm welcome. Poor guy. Oh, presents! I can't get around that present. Okay. Today is a time to be thankful for this year's good fortune. Forget your worries for a day and relax. Welcome to the Feast of the Winter Star. Do either one of you say anything else? Okay, no. Even today, Pierre is doing Christmas shopping. Christmas shopping setup. Even on the day of the event. I'm still upset I didn't win the ice fishing competition. What a beautiful tree. Do you want to hear the legend of the Winter Star? Not really, but I'm going to. In the night sky of winter, there is a bright star only visible from this valley. No one knows why this is, but in times of old, people would come far and wide to see it. They believed that anyone who had laid eyes on the Winter Star would be blessed with good fortune. Some even claim that the mysterious fruit known as the Star Drop is connected to the Winter Star in some way. Huh, interesting. Hey, good afternoon. Good afternoon to you too. Spending time with family is tiresome sometimes. Hi, Gnomesy. You're welcome to join our family table if you need company. I don't know. I don't think Demetrius would like that. I'll probably get another tool set this year. Can we open presents now? I'll talk to Sam at the end. Hi, Gnomesy. It's not a good time of year for a diet. Definitely not. Oh, hello. Oh my, aren't you cold, dear? It's freezing. A feast for some stupid star humbug. I hope there's a new camera for me under the spirit tree. Gnomesy, what are you hoping to find under the tree? Ooh, that does sound nice, though. Ooh, that does sound nice. Make sure to give me a taste. That does sound really nice. Like, I've got a pretty good watering can, and I've got plenty of shoes. It's a fine art, making candy canes. You got to really search far and wide for the best ingredients. They aren't easy to come by these days. I usually use Fern Island ring fruit for my premier canes. You know? You can't beat that bright red coloring, and it's all natural. Oh, you want to know the secret to my... you know what? Gus can have his moment. You want to know the secret to my deluxe double canes? Okay, but you gotta promise absolute secrecy. It's a drop of vanilla in the white candy to complement the cherry flavor. Of course, peppermint candy canes are the standard, and always make a healthy batch of those as well. Hey, you look like you're falling asleep. Are you okay? I love that Gus just like goes crazy in the holidays talking about candy and food. He needs to do that for every holiday. I just want to hear him ramble about food. I want to hear more about his like little hyperfixations. I want to hear more of that. Gus was telling me about his artisan candy canes. Why, hello, Gnomesy. It's chilly, isn't it? All these happy families. But for me, just another lonely year. A mess of people who believe in spirits and magic, but me, I've never seen anything that couldn't be explained by science. Oh, I've had too much nog. Let's see, I have to go around to talk to you, don't I? Alright. My sales figures have been phenomenal lately, thanks to the Feast of the Winter Star. Boy, holidays are good for business. I wonder if I can invent some new ones. You know, most people close the day of a holiday. Like, even big businesses like Joja Mart are closed today, I'm pretty sure. Like, I don't know, man. I feel like you're burning yourself out. Fire quartz? Okay. This is some, interesting stuff. I don't really want any of it. Nothing like a piping hot feast on a cold winter's day, huh? I'm thankful there were no medical emergencies this year. Alright, we're going to talk to the boy. Here's your secret gift. I'm making sure it's the pizza. Okay. So, it's you? Pizza, thanks. He got a little heart, so you know he likes it. So who's my gift giver? Oh, it's Robin! That's cool. Hey, Gnomesy, I'm your secret gift giver this year. Here, open it. Wow! You shouldn't have! You shouldn't have! Oh my god! It's not much, but I hope you... It really isn't much. It really isn't. I'm leaving. I'm leaving? I'm leaving. Oh my gosh. Let me go ahead and put my 50 stone in with the other 999 and the other 999 and the other 999 and then the 113 that now has 50. It really isn't that much, is it? Wow. Wow, she worked so hard to get that. The game really just said fuck me, huh? How friendly are is we've got 4 hearts together. That's what you're giving me? Oh no. I hate the Winter Star. I hate the Feast of the Winter Star now. I'm just gonna fish a little bit. And then I'm going to bed. Bah humbug. I'm I'm no longer in the Feast of the Winter Star spirit. Oh my god. Alright. So it's 12:55. So I might cut a little bit, take a little quick break after tomorrow, just to stretch and stuff. But we'll do tomorrow at least. I'm kind of gonna gauge it after that. But we got to go skeleton hunting again. We'll do skeleton hunting and fishing, and maybe some like collecting of stuff in the bad part, the harder part, the more challenging part, I suppose, is what you could say. But I'll keep these on me. I'll even keep the bait. All right. I kind of want to see if we can finish harvesting everything soon too, because I'd like to get that done before the end of the season, like moving everything around. Okay, we're almost done up here. Still got a few more. I want to make fish stew, but I need an albacore. I know they're almost out of season. Sorry about the short notice. Could you catch one for me? All right. I think I need to go up that way anyway, so it's fine. Okay. Maybe I messed up. Maybe these are going to die instead of grow. I'm not entirely sure of like how long the forageable plants grow, but I think most of these will grow. At least like the ones at the bottom. I hope they do. I will get an albacore out here in just a few minutes. Also going to make a few seeds, because why not? And I made mayo by accident. Okay. Oh! Nobody needed food because of the festival. Lovely. Lovely. I think we're making... I don't know if it's duck mayonnaise or just a plain egg thing, but... Okay, everything's still being worked on in here. Alright. I'm going to make these all into seeds and then sell the rest. Alright. And then we'll put this up, and we'll put this up, and then we're going to the mines. We're going to the mines. Oh, I want the albacore out. I want to get the albacore out so I remember. Was the albacore... Yeah, it's one of these fish. Okay. I didn't know if it was like a winter... I mean, a beach or a different area one. But I got it. So let me just go ahead. Take care of all that. I don't think I need to get all the bone fragments with the musk. Especially if I'm going to the fireplace afterwards. Like, I kind of don't want a bunch of monsters going after me today. Like, if I do a little bit of the monsters afterwards in like the 80 and something floor, I kind of don't want to make it so that they're everywhere. I kind of would rather have a smaller section of them. So how long do we got for that? 3 days? Same amount for that, but that one is not going to be done. We just can't do it. Nothing poisonal. Poisonal? What the hell am I even saying? Anyway. You know what? It's probably because I was watching somebody play that one game yesterday, and a lot of the characters had a bunch of like Brooklyn accents almost, or at least they seem to. What was it called? Great God Grove. I was watching somebody play that yesterday, and a lot of them have like the accent, or at least they're written out to look like they have the accent. So a lot of them say "poipus" and stuff like that, and I'm just like, I guess I'm just kind of mimicking that now. It looks like a little cool It looks like a really cool game though. Okay, so I mean, I think it should give us a sound effect when I get it. It's just trying to find all the skeletons. That's the main issue. Getting skeletons to spawn and then killing them. And then getting their bones. Like, you would think it would be easy to get bones from a skeleton. But I guess there's very specific bones that you can harvest. Like, are we getting them from the ribs? Like, what counts for this? What counts as a bone fragment? I'm assuming not the skull. I'm assuming the skull you can't touch, but like is there certain parts that are like illegal or something to collect? Like I'm genuinely curious. Like why can't I just harvest the whole skeleton? Like he's already dead. I'm assuming there's some legal issues. Because like it feels like I should be getting a lot more bone fragments than I am from a literal skeleton. Like that's kind of his whole thing, is to be bone. That's kind of his whole thing. But it's fine. It's fine. Maybe you can't touch the skull or something like that. That's what I'm thinking. Um, maybe certain parts are better because they're smaller. You know what? That could be it. It could be like depending on the project that you're making. Certain. Man, this is weird. I'm getting into a weird topic right now. I'm talking about like the harvest of bones, fictional bones, fantasy bones. Treating this like a mythological creature, like an animal. Anyway, I need to stop before I need to stop. Listen, sometimes the brain goes a little bit faster than the rest of me. And so I have to kind of stop and think about what I'm really saying because it's telling me a bunch of stuff and I'm saying it before I really process it. I say a lot that ooh, okay. We're done here. We're done here. Okay. I'm going to collect that. I'm going to collect that. And then we're going to go up. We're going to go up. I'm going to go over here because I feel like the other stuff is going to be hard to get. And I kind of just want to see what monsters I need to beat up. Skeleton mask, a crab shell ring. I mean, that ring is going to be useful. But I kind of need a different ring to help out. So, look at that. We need 400 more slimes. 400 more. And then a lot of void spirits. 60 bats. Oh god, look at the dust sprites. Nearly like 350 of them. And then there's a whole bunch that are like not in this area. So I'll be grinding those out on a different day. I'll be grinding those out on a different day. Now, if a quest requires me to go after something, then I'll worry about it then. But until then, it'll be less of a grind that day and more of a quest. Okay. Let us see. Just gonna grab a few things of food. We'll go to floor 100. Because we seem to be having issues. We seem to be having issues finding the squid kid. I want to find the squid kid. I want the squid kid. So I can start that greenhouse. Even if I can't actually do that one thing in time. Even if it's too late for that. I want the squid kid. I want the squid like ink. Because I don't want to have to make a million bajillion different like things for my farm. Like processors and stuff like that. Not this early anyway. I don't need that much jelly. So we'll stay here till about... Let's see, I had to go deliver that thing to that one guy. So how about we stay here till about 8-ish? I feel like that's a good amount of time. I feel like that's pretty good. Gets me a little fighting experience too. And then... Yeah, okay. And then tomorrow... Well, I gotta see the calendar. But if there's nothing else, I think there's no other festivals this year. I think there isn't. So what I'll do is I'll just go ahead and... Okay, so I just got level 9. I'll still have to do a lot of fighting to get that last level. Combat quarterly. But we'll do that. We'll do fishing tomorrow and like giving gifts, and then foraging will be our last day. Assuming there is no other festival. But if there is a festival, tell me tomorrow. I'm gonna ignore you. I got cough first, real quick, and put another cough drop in, or hard candy. Listen, this has been better than it has been for like the last couple of days. Like the last couple of days, there was always like a pause for something, like usually a really bad coughing episode. I haven't had to do that today. I haven't had to do that today. So I'm feeling kind of pumped. I'm not gonna lie. Feeling kind of pumped about that. We might leave a little bit early, depending on my health. But I still want to find a squid kid. I do not want to use the musk just to get a squid kid. Alright. Said about 8, didn't I? We might do like 1 or 2 more floors. You know what? You know what? I want to do fishing. We did get 1 level. We did get 1 level today. I kind of would rather go fishing. Yes, I'm shocked too. Um, I'm shocked that I want to go fishing too. Um, I'll have to deliver those bone fragments tomorrow. But that's okay. We have plenty of time for that. We have more than enough time for that. Okay, so I'm not gonna be able to max out everything. It is Gus, right? Not you. Gus and Albacore, yes. What's that? Something smells like albacore. Aha! You brought it. Thanks a million. There you go. I'm just gonna go ahead and go. I'm just gonna keep my stuff in my pockets and we're gonna go fishing. We're just gonna go ahead and go. Like this looks like it has more than enough room for items. You know what? Let me get rid of this wild stuff. I didn't want to waste this at the other place, but I'll waste it here. Oh hey, 2 squids. Nice. So what I'm thinking is, because I have 2 different things of like, well, I got like 3 different kinds of roe. If I can't get the squid by like next spring, I might have to start making preserves. I think by the time I finish grinding, if I still haven't found like a squid kid, then I might start considering looking for other stuff. I Don't like those dolls. Not on this game, anyway. I used to think they're cute, and then they changed the lore about them. So now they just kind of creep me out. Okay, I was going to say, did I use up all my bait, but I don't think I did. Just gonna take care of that. There's the last piece of bait. Okay. Alright. I'm kind of hoping to get another level for fishing before we end winter. Even if I can't get the combat, which there's no way. There's no way. I could get the combat maxed out, even with the musk. There's no way I'm going to max that out this winter. I do want to try and get the fishing maxed out. That way, next year, I can start working on the other fish, the fish that I've been missing. That's what I want to do. We can start going after the legends, which I've left a lot of fish. There's some fish food. There's some fish. There's some food that I got that increases like your levels for fishing. You can increase it up even after level 10 to boost your chances. Level 10 is your maximum that you can acquire, but you can have up to like level 12 with like food and stuff like that. So you can make yourself pretty powerful in fishing. You can make yourself very powerful in fishing. I also just really, really, really want to I want to get started on those crabs, the crab pots. We'll have a couple at the house, and then the rest will be in a different spot. Well, they'll be here at the beach. But if I could get that crab pot upgrade, I don't have to worry about collecting bug bait for them. And I don't want to collect bug bait constantly. Like, it's not hard to do. I have been collecting it, and you've seen where most of it goes to. It goes to fish bait. Like, I already have enough to spend my money on. I have enough time to waste on just getting bug bait. I'm not really worried about putting it in the crab pots either. Alright. This might be the last one, depends. Yeah, we'll call this one the last one. There we go. So we got a lot of squid, but still no squid ink. There is a chance that the squid ink will just spawn inside the fish pond. That's why I put it down, but like if it doesn't happen, by the time I come back, I'm going to start making preserves. Preserved roe, or aged roe, or whatever. Because I'm kind of getting tired of it. Kind of getting tired of it. Let me see. Let me see. Get one of the bright ones. We'll put these up. I'm going to reorganize a little bit. I'm going to put these here. Alright. So let me just take a look at some of the stuff that I've got. Alright. Seems good. I'm just seeing the amount I got. I don't really need to worry about the corn. I could sell all that. I could sell you now that I'm getting that one thing. I could get rid of you. Most of the grapes I'll keep for like other stuff. But let's see. I'll keep the coffee for now because I don't have much coffee, but later on I'll probably sell it. I'm going to sell all but one of you. Wait, why do I have coffee beans in here? You should be in here. I mean, I know why I did it. It's because it was the last season when I did that, but still kind of confused me. I'm just seeing what I could sell. That's mainly it. I'm going to go ahead and sell off a lot of that because I think I have some ancient fruit seeds already. I have one ancient seed. You know what? I'll hold off for a little bit longer. I'll see how many seeds I could get. Actually, that reminds me. I should probably like put them in the seed makers. Just kind of cleaning up inventory. That's really about it. Just cleaning up the inventory a little bit. You know what? I could probably just put these two together once I get the chest bigger. But I always separate them into 3 at the beginning because there's just so gosh darn many of them. Like, I technically don't need all these 8, but it's mostly goldfish. It's gold quality instead of just this one. I mean, I could just... I don't know how much I'm going to be using of that fish. But, I guess I don't really need it. Yeah, I think a lot of these fish are going to be, like, higher quality later. Like, I'm trying to keep these smaller quality, but I can't always do it. And I've still got 1, 2, and then the blobfish. Okay. Just checking. Just checking. I'm going to go ahead and, like, slap a few of these in here. I'm going to see how much money I make off of all this tomorrow. Squid ink ravioli and iridium band. Oh, I do make quite a bit. Okay. Alright. That is a lot. Let me see something real quick. 10,000, 15,000, 40,000, 42,500. I have enough. Do I want to waste it? Do I want to waste it all? To do that. And get that upgrade. So I could go to the desert next year. I kinda do. I'm not gonna lie. Because I wanna participate in the festival. I kinda wanna participate in the festival. Alright. So what I think I might do... is see what else I could sell. I think as long as I have about 10k, I should be fine at the start. Listen, I have so much stuff here. And then there's also in the barn, and then, like, my iron. And then a bunch of other things I could sell. Alright. There's a whole bunch right there. A whole bunch just from that. Now, I don't know how much it'll give me. But it is a lot. And it would definitely be better to, like, get some, stuff and upgrade it and do it that way. But I don't really have a lot to, put in there in the first place. There you go. Okay. I don't have a lot of cheese or mayo makers and stuff like that, so... And I feel like I'd have to put a lot of those down in the first place. So let me just, instead, focus on other things. I'm going to try and get about 25 of them. Okay. I want to try and get about 25 seeds. That's enough. That's more than enough. Okay. So I got more than enough seeds now. I've still got this little segment down here. Alright. I'm going to move this for just a bit while I plot this out. So do I need to do this? I don't know. But I'm doing it anyway. See, I figured these would have been done today, but I guess not. So there's a chance that nothing will grow tomorrow. Guess these were the last. Were they the last ones I planted? I don't even remember. But either way, it's fine. Today is going to be part fishing day, part other stuff. So let me get some stuff for everybody else. We're going to try and unlock the desert today as well. Might not be able to give every gift to everybody, but that's okay. That is totally fine. Let me organize that a little bit better. Okay. Vincent and Haley and this one and this for Evelyn and this for George. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And then I'm going to give these to that one guy. I do not want to sell any of my copper. Iron is so easy to get, I'm willing to get rid of it. It is so easy to get that stuff. So I'm willing to get rid of it. What else do I need? This for Robin. Is there anything else I forget in the wizard? We can attempt to give him something today. And then something for those two. And Harvey. And Sam. And I nearly forgot... What's his name? Linus. The guy I could never find. It's not about collecting or giving gifts to everybody today. It's about giving as many gifts as we possibly can. Giving as many gifts as we possibly can. Alright. Is there some stuff here that shouldn't be here? Yes, there is. Okay. Did I put you in here by accident? Or were you... No, you were there before, weren't you? I put you in there yesterday, and then I forgot to take you back out. Or the day before. I don't know. Someday. One of these days. Okay, so... Harvey, are you back here playing... Well, I don't know where Harvey is. Studying? Might be in the library. He's either in the library or out shopping. He could be doing a house visit. I know there's like a couple people who does house visits too. Abigail ain't here. She ain't over here either. I haven't befriended Carolyn yet. I'm gonna try and befriend Well, wait. I got 2 hearts. That's what I wanted. Oh, hi. Good morning, Gnomesy. I'm glad you came in. I've been meaning to show you this. It's my private sunroom. So what do you think? It's beautiful. It's very relaxing. It's too hot in here. Not as good. I'm gonna call it very relaxing. I I don't know if I'd call this place beautiful, but like I don't know many greenhouses that are beautiful. Yes, when I step in here, I feel calm and relaxed right away. It's really therapeutic. Like you have to really, really maintain that garden. Like especially if you're a novice, you have to really maintain it for it to get really pretty. You see, this is my sanctuary, a place where I can always find peace. And it's a perfect place to drink my homegrown tea. Here, let's have a cup. I like that she just has a hole, just like dug out in like the tiles. Like, are we gonna talk about that? There's just a hole in the tiles where her tea plant is. All right, let's have a cup. Delicious. I love to come in here for a fresh cup of tea every day. It's my little ritual. Let me try to explain. Oh, she paints her nails green? Same color as her hair. When I'm one with relaxing tea, my mind is empty and free to wander. Who knows what might appear? Um, are you on drugs? What's in this tea? Can I ask? What's in this tea? I hope that makes sense. Life can be pretty hectic, so having a hobby like this is nice. I don't even know if I could say it's Carolyn that's got the problem here. What's Concerned Ape doing writing that and then putting like a little monkey man coming out of the tea? Anyway, feel free to come here and relax anytime you want, okay? We can now make tea, which is lovely. I'm gonna go back in there and say hello. I want to shake your tea. Anyway, I got tea leaves now. Wee! I've got tea. Alright, we're gonna give this to George. Gonna give this to you. Lived here for over 30 years. We've seen a lot of people come and go. Your grandfather, for one, bless him. I'm gonna assume that's a sigh because you miss him, and he was a good man, and there wasn't anything underlying there. Listen, listen. I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna imply anything bad about Evelyn. Evelyn's like probably. I'm so sorry. I thought you were Sam. Have you tried the new Joja Bubble Rito? I ate two in one sitting yesterday. That was a mistake. I thought you were Sam. I saw the blue and I was like, oh, uniform. Anyway, we're not going to give a gift to Sam today. We gave him one for the holidays, so it's fine. We gave him one for the holidays, so it's fine. Is your sister here? No. Alright. Oh, yeah, she is. Emily baked something called a squirrel loaf. How'd it taste? Well, if my tail was a little bushier, I probably would have loved it. Huh? Huh? I... I'm not gonna ask what that means. I'm not gonna ask. Well, I'm not giving you anything, Sam. You know what? I am gonna give you something. Yeah. You know what? If I have to hurt Shane, I'm gonna have to hurt Sam too. I think only equivalent exchange. Look, he's almost at 8 hearts already. So like, I feel like there's a little equivalent exchange going on here. If one must suffer, the other must suffer. Oh, I haven't found Harvey today either. Or Abigail. Gotta put these a little bit more separated. Hi, Willie. Okay, she's hearing otherworldly noises coming from towers. Something I wanted to talk about. No, not really. I'm just trying to do my daily deliveries. Weekly? Bi-weekly? Stuff. Just stuff. Alright. Made headway with the forest spirits? Yeah, for the most part. I'm gonna have to remember to buy off the bundle tonight. I don't think I really have a lot more stuff to sell. So I hope that's good enough. What I've gotten and collected. I hope. Because I definitely need to make sure I have enough money for like next season. Just kind of moving them down. Like, see, I'm worried I'm gonna get them mixed up with other stuff. Don't see Emily. Let me see if Mayor Lewis is at his house. No. No, he's never there. I forgot the one things. I forgot Clint's gift too, but that's okay. But I forgot the bones. So I'm gonna run to the bus stop real quick. At least I have an easy travel point. I have one easy travel point. And we're gonna get 100 of these. Okay. There we go. And then we'll probably just run towards, like, Gus's place. See if anybody's there. Alright, we got 3,500 for that. There's probably a ticket waiting for us. Pierre's will run out in 2 days. Kind of disappointed in that still. But how was I supposed to know? Alright, ooh, a book. Friendship 101. Okay, you become friends with people a little faster. I am going to have to be careful about talking to people when I'm offline then. I'm going to have to be a lot more careful with talking to these characters when I'm grinding. I'm mostly looking for people to, like, start walking into Gus's, so just giving them a little bit of time before I head over there. Because it is Saturday. Saturday and the weekends tend to be a little bit more active. Okay, this is for Linus then. Click. Oh, I guess because I got so many friends. Okay, gotcha. Alright. Just got a little confused about that text that just popped up. That's all. Okay, well, nobody's here today. Usually Saturday is, like, packed. Saturday's usually packed here. I don't see Penny or anybody either. Alright, I'm gonna go up. Just gonna go up. This will be the last day I give gifts. I don't wanna risk accidentally giving gifts and, like, starting a cutscene by accident. It's probably still gonna happen sometimes, but I'm gonna try and reduce it as much as possible. Just trying to reduce it as much as possible. Oh, yeah, I think I already talked to you, didn't I? With Sam. Okay. And then we'll give one to our buddy Linus. And then I think I'll go down and do some fishing. I gave him Clint's gift. Okay. Equivalent exchange. If I see Clint, he gets this. No, he might get this. I'll give it to somebody. It's a mystery who it belongs to. It's a mystery. Okay, so Penny's already in the house and asleep. Or just, like, not talking to anybody. Let me check one more time over here. Okay, people are here now. Oh, so you hated that too. Okay, well, I guess it didn't matter. I was trying to be nice. That's fine. Nobody gets anything else tonight. Nobody gets anything else tonight because you're all mean. Okay, we still haven't reached level 10 of fishing, so I'm just going to fish down here. You know what? I'm going to fish here. I don't think I've done much fishing here in this area. Like, it's mostly been at the lake and, like, at the ocean. You know what? I guess it makes sense that Clint doesn't like quartz. He probably sees it a lot in the mines himself. So I get it. I get why he doesn't like it. But still, man, I was actually trying to be nice to him. Okay. So I don't know if we'll do any fishing tomorrow. It really kind of just depends on if we get XP and if we have a lot of time tomorrow. If we have a lot of time tomorrow, I'll probably try to do some fishing. I'm just kind of stopping because of this guy. Um, if we have a lot of time, I'll try to do some fishing tomorrow, but it'll be more foraging. So we might have to. I might just have to grind that less level like off screen. Like there's a chance of me talking about it might cause it to pop up, the XP or the level up. But you know, if you don't see it live, it'll be grinded off screen. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and listen. I said I was gonna take a break, like around the 26th, and then I didn't take the break because it didn't take that long. And I'm just gonna run through it. I'm just gonna run through it. It did not take long to get through to the 26th, and then the 26th itself wasn't that long. So I'm just gonna go ahead and finish off the season, and we'll call the stream, and that'll be a good 4 hours. That'll be my like regular amount of time that I usually do. All right. We'll end about 11. So we'll do a couple more rounds. If let's say regardless of whether we finish the levels, the level 10 fishing, regardless of whether we do it here live or off screen, I'm going to be putting crab pots down afterwards. Maybe not immediately the day after, but if you suddenly see crab pots like everywhere, that's why. That's just me putting everything down. Trying to collect that stuff for the bundle. That's like the only major thing I can think of doing off screen, and then maybe like getting a few more things for the barns, like extra cheese makers and stuff like that. Nothing really new. Well, I just realized what time it was. Yeah, we still haven't gotten the fishing skill. Alright. I'll put part of that stuff up tomorrow. I'm just gonna worry about the stuff here. Yeah, I'll wait until we upgrade like our equipment. I'm gonna put the tea in here too. I think we get the actual recipe for it tomorrow on how to make that stuff. So I'll have to figure out where to put that. Okay. We good? We all done? Alright. Oh yeah, I forgot to actually buy the bundle thing, but that's okay. At least now I actually see how much money I got. And I could do that tomorrow. I could do that today. But, like, look how much money we got. Got some cranberry candy. Thanks for stopping by my sunroom yesterday. I usually drink tea alone, but it was fun to share with you. I've enclosed instructions on how to prepare and grow your own tea. No pressure, but if you do end up growing some, make sure to bring me a cup. So now I can make tea saplings. They're right here. Any wild seed, fiber, and wood. So, they produce tea leaves during the final week of each season. No watering necessary. Thanks for all the bones. I've got a lot to sort through here. To think each fragment belonged to a living, breathing body from the past. Fascinating. Please accept this unique crafting recipe as a thank you gift. Gunther. The bone mill. So bone mills turns bone items into fur. Okay, so that was what I was thinking. I got it a little mixed up. You turn the bones into other things. You don't make other things into bones. I got a little mixed up. Okay, so we're gonna forage today. We gotta talk to Robin. We gotta put bundles up. I did forget about Robin again. I know, I forget very easy. But we're gonna decorate too. A little bit. Not a lot. And it might tweak a little bit while I'm gone. But I'm gonna give you like a general idea of what I'm planning. It's mostly the ranch area that I got sort of set up. And it'll probably like tweak and change over time. Man, there's a lot of worms here. I was just gonna grab them as I went. I didn't realize how many I'd be getting. All right. But I have like I worked at Farm Planner a little bit to give myself an idea of how I want to set things up, and I kind of want the barn animals closer to me, and the actual crops itself a little bit further away. I haven't really figured out everything yet, but I kind of like that idea as like a starting point. But we'll see how it changes. Like what I'm gonna keep it around the little plan, and then I'm just kind of gonna see how it looks after I'm done with everything. You know what I mean? See how close I got. Okay, let's see. So I'm probably gonna have to move this stuff anyway, so I don't want to get too attached to anything. They want a squid. The squid want coral. Got it. Let's see. I'm gonna put this all up. Okay, I see it. I can put you up. And then I'll sell the well, I won't sell the three that's currently in my hand right now, but I'll sell other stuff. There we go. Let's just get all this moved out of the way. I'm going to keep that orange because it's kind of rare. Not super rare, but it is pretty rare. Come on, one of you pop open. So we'll go to Robin's first. And let's see. I need to go get the bundle. And I need to get that taken care of. You know what? Let's take care of the bundles first, I think. Oh, yeah. I need to move stuff. That was it. I was just like, wait, I don't need to buy anything. And now I remember. I remember now. I need to move stuff. I am going to move a bunch of this stuff out of the way. Like the chests are fine. Over there. And probably over here, too. It's just everything else. We'll worry about the coral later. I've already taken so much time out of the day. So we'll focus on collecting all the forageables first, and then we'll worry about everything else. Okay? Like at the quarry specifically. It says it's straight up. Is it behind the? Yep. It looks like I do have pine tar though, so I'm gonna collect that. Okay. So over here I only see two items. But I see more pine tar. Okay. That one item could be over, yeah. Okay, it looks like they're both over there. So I'm gonna wait till later to deal with them. We're gonna focus on everything else. Got it. Gonna grab these two real quick. We're gonna go to Robin's. Okay. So we'll do all that. We'll grab this. Okay. I'm being quiet because I don't want to forget. Being quiet because I don't want to forget. So we're gonna move building. So the idea is one of the buildings is like right here. Might make it a little bit further down. Might make it a little bit further down. I don't know. And then the other one is like really close by to it. And I don't know if I'm going to put it like directly here. I might put it the other way around. I don't know. Looks kind of weird, don't it? Okay, well I can put it down like that for right now. Because the idea is I'm going to eventually have two of each down. And I'm going to use this as like a little builder's block right here. See, I could do up to 3 of these. I could do up to 2 of these. Unless I go down here. 1. Let me see. Is there another thing that's like size 3? Okay. 1, 2. Okay, I can't do that. Okay. I'm just kind of figuring out where everything gets to be put. See, I'm glad I actually put the watering thing down because I don't know where to put anything. We could put it like that for right now. But the idea is I'm going to eventually have 2 barns. And these chests will probably be moved eventually. But the idea is that there's going to be at least 2 barns. I'm going to move these for a second. And this place is going to be closer. I don't know where I'm going to put this yet, to be quite honest. For now, you could be. Let's see. If I put some gates around here. I'll have you right here for now. I don't really know where to put the horse. I don't know where to really put a lot of these things. I'm just trying to keep them close. Especially because I need them right now. Okay. I can't really put that one there. Let's see. We could put this one right here. Just for now. Just for now. And then eventually we'll move them. But the idea, the fishing ponds and the shed are going to be moved around a lot. But this area in particular, I'm going to keep. The watering thing will probably be moved too. It's just a good place, like a second silo, sort of 3x3 for right now. I'm going to have fences behind here and then like a gate. Maybe 2 gates at one point. But eventually this will be like 2 barns and then the coops will be pulled further down. And this is where the area ends. And we're just going to have a bunch of grass. And it might not be exactly this way, but this is how I'm planning it. And then we're just going to try and figure out the rest along the way. But that's the basic idea for now. Because I like the idea of taking care of the animals first and making sure their needs are met first. And then we move on to the other stuff. We worry about the big creatures first, and then we can worry about like everything else. Cause like it's that way I can figure out like the location of it. Listen, I was really hoping I could get some iridium sprinkles and stuff before all this, but things didn't happen. I was going to try and buy them off of Krobus, but we haven't unlocked him yet. Normally I have him unlocked. So we bought everything. Ooh, I got a crystallarium. I need to figure out which crystal I'm going to use in that baby. We're happy to help. It's not our house after all. All right. I like that. I like that the mayor's office basically is all done. Okay, so there's only the pantry, the fish tank, and the bulletin board. Bulletin board just has a lot of diverse stuff. I mean, I think we got a lot of it. I think the only one that would be, well, the rabbit's foot. I think we managed to get that from the cat. The beet would be the problem, and the red cabbage. But we should be able to get that this year. So I'm not too worried. Not too worried. And we still got so much money. So like, I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining at all. We're gonna make a quick pit stop to like drop some stuff off, and then we're gonna go fish in the forest. Specifically, we're gonna fish in the secret woods because there is a fish there that you could catch, and I think it's one of the easier secret fish to catch. So I'm gonna see if I could go ahead and do that today, and then we'll probably just fish a little bit at the lake. But I want to make sure I get all my stuff collected. We might run to the quarry a little bit too, before we go over there. I did forget to go check the bus stop for that one thing. That one day, there was like one hidden near the tunnel. I didn't care though. Kinda didn't care. I will look to see if there's another thing at the tunnel, but I doubt it stayed that long. It's probably already despawned. Yeah, it's already despawned. Okay, Crystallarium. I'm gonna slap you around here. I'm going to put down... I can put down any crystal. Which crystals are going to be most useful to me? We get a lot of earth crystals in the bottom. I do have a lot of dehydrator. A lot of fire quartz already. And I'm going to be grinding there. I'm seeing if there's anything in particular I would need. Like a specific stones for. I've already got the one thing. Yeah, I don't think there's any one specific. Maybe the diamond. I feel like diamond would be the most expensive, and it is kind of hard to find it sometimes, so I'm going to do diamond. I would like to have a crystallarium for like all the gemstones at one point. I'd like that. I don't know if we'll actually get to that point, but it is a nice little thought. It is a nice little thought. Let's see, where do I put all the... I'm going to put these over here for right now. But yeah, this was mostly to block it off so I know, hey, maybe don't put any crops past this point. Just don't. Alright, alright. Mining monthly. I've already got level 10 mining, so I don't really need that. It's really easy to get experience, so like I mostly just leave the experience alone. Like I feel like the only one that's really worth it is the combat, and that's only if you want to try and finish it before like year 1. But I'm not like I would like to hurry up, but I don't need to. Does that make sense? Kind of hiccup there. There's another item over here, and then we'll do some fishing, and then we'll go to the... Oh, there's 2 items. Okay. We'll go to the quarry. We'll go to the quarry after some fishing, because I don't even know how much time we'll have. I don't know how much time it'll take to do that. Okay. Like I think there's like a couple more items that are still at the mines near the quarry. I don't care. Like I got most of them. That's what I'm more worried about. Getting the majority of them. It is weirdly peaceful in here. I'm kind of confused by that. I'm not gonna lie. Where's the slimes at? Oh, there they are. You hid in the tunnel! You hid in my special place. My little secret spot. How many of you are in here? I guess it was that... No, there was 2 of you. I can't believe you 2 hid in there. What the heck? Wow, that was only 3 here. Okay, so I think you had to hit that middle section. Just the darker section in general. So, We'll keep going till about like 9ish, cause I'm not too worried about catching this one. It's just, hey, if we do catch it, great. Let's see. Well, that's it. That's what I was looking for. See, I knew it wasn't bad. I just didn't know how long it would take. So we got ourselves a wood skip. Don't have to worry about it anymore. Oh, the pig's asleep. I was gonna make it oink. I guess after 8 o'clock, it's just like, nope, no oinkies for anybody. No more oinkies. How sad. Pig's not even allowed to go oinky. What the hell are you? Oh, the iridium stuff is coming out now. Okay. Because I unlocked the desert. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's a thing. I forgot about you. Once you've unlocked the desert, the bigger monsters come out sometimes. It's usually like later in the day. Alright. You more gave me a startle than anything. Look at him just running around down there. I kind of don't want to deal with that, though. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to have to get bigger weapons now. Definitely. No, not the mine, the quarry. Okay, yeah, I see maybe like another wiggle worm. Yeah. There's probably another one up there. And we're just going to call it for the day. You know what? I might go... If that thing's back, I might try to beat it up. I don't know how well I'll do, but I'll try. I'll make an attempt. But I think it's after a specific time of day that they spawn. And I just kind of forgot about them. They kind of make me think of Sableye. You know, the little Pokemon? Okay, let me see if I can go slap it a bit. Let me go slap it a bit before bed. That means the iridium bats and stuff will spawn too. Which means that's a good way to, like, get some early iridium. Did you go into the house? What the heck are you? I mean, you're clearly a golem, but like, ooh. I don't think I've ever seen the golem in this game. The iridium one. That was cool. I got a free iridium block. Free iridium ore. So I'm... Whoop, not yet. Not yet. I wanna get all my tools out. I'm just gonna get them out. I forgot the fertilizers and seeds. Give me just a second. So I know I'm not gonna plant like exactly 25. I'm gonna try and leave a hole in the middle for some of them, but I'm just trying to get it all set up. And then I'll probably make some other stuff tomorrow too. But that's it. That is the end of spring. Oh, I haven't even finished the bus yet, and it was already summoning them. They're just like, huh, you're going to the desert, huh? That's so silly. We know where you're going. Straight to hell. Anyway, that is it. All right. So, next season. I'm just going to see what we got. Okay, nothing. All right. Next season. next season, we're going to be playing things a little bit differently. Why do I have that little... Hang on. Why is it looking weird again? I don't know. Listen, I'm going to figure this out some other time. I'm tired. I'm tired. But tomorrow we're going to try and do a Slime Rancher run because I've done some research and there's an area that I missed. So I'm going to do that. And the next time I come back to Stardew Valley, we are going to probably be a few days into the season already. It'll probably be closer to the next festival, which will probably be a brand new festival. It probably won't be. I probably won't be playing that much because of the new festival. It's pretty early on in the season, but either way, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you enjoyed yourself, feel free to follow me. I'm trying to reach affiliate. And if you missed this video, or if you want to see it later, you can always find my videos on Twitch. I always cut out all the breaks or any of the really quiet moments. So until next time, thank you all once again for watching, and I will hope to see you again soon. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.